gonna change my life. Baby, just be good to me. Oh, 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 oh. As I sip from this glass of wine, hope that I'm so good to me. Oh, 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 oh. I said love's gonna change my life. Baby, just be good to me. Oh, 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 oh. As I sip from this glass of wine, hope that I'm so good to me. Oh, 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 oh. I said
Life been good, life been well. Rather beat the case and not going to jail. Spirit out the gutter, mind out the cell. Mama praying for me, knowing I can't fail. Good like some curry butter chicken. Granny in the kitchen, a crossover finish. LeBron in a high school scrimmage. The real hooper's gonna get that image. Good in the streets like I'm Mike Skinner. Good like my girlfriend and breadwinner. Good like I'm about to get mine. Sounding happy as the Piccadilly line. Loving me like Boston loves St. Patrick's. Founded in Dizelle with a Sudan actress. The bars feel real but the flow so magic. The two-step basic but the swag ain't average.
love's gonna change my life. Baby, just be good to me. Oh, 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 oh. As I sip from this glass of wine, hope that I'm so good to me. Oh, 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 oh. I said love's gonna change my life. Baby, just be good to me. Oh, 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 oh. As I sip from this glass of wine, hope that I'm so good to me. Oh, 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 oh. I said
Good like I don't owe rent. Good like some heroes when that shit just hit. Remember was a kid and I ain't have shit. Still the same shit, but I'm just not kid. Good like a summertime shot. 95 degrees and no one asks why. The world keep a turn and I watch as it burns. I try to focus on how I'm good, 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 good.
has been good to me. Oh, baby, please. I said love, ooh, yeah, has been good to me. Oh, baby, please. I got to thank my lucky star that I made it this far. Because has been good to me. Oh, baby, please.
Good like everybody business really there. Good like when you farted and nobody cares. I've been trying to focus on the up and up. Cause when you down and out, nobody give a fuck. Rolling with the losses cause this life of dice. Pay me, I'm not caring if you mean it nice. I hit the shop, I get a drink and then I sit and write. Good like when you drunk and get McDonald's Sprite. Good, 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 good,
Has been good to me. Oh, baby, please. I said love, ooh, yeah, has been good to me. Oh, baby, please.
Hey gamers, hi. When this week began, I didn't expect to be streaming today, but then I got really close, I think, to the end of the Ace Attorney case last time, and I was like, you know what, I'll save this for another time, but then I'm really curious and I want to know how the case ends, so I'm doing it anyway. How about I do anyway? I'm very excited. I want to catch the end of this case. I want to figure out what the hell's going on in this wacky little case with MC Bomber and etc. And then Juice Galaxy got an update today. A long-awaited Juice Galaxy update for Bubbletopia. I haven't seen it, I just know it got pushed, so I'm excited to check it out. I love returning, any reason to come back to Juice Galaxy. And then maybe if I'm feeling it after that, I wasn't really expecting to stream today, so I don't think I'll commit. And I don't want to do like another, my last 2 streams have been like 6 hours, 7 hours, like they've just gone on way longer than anticipated. And I do have the time. I do have the time for them. I'm not like, oh damn, I wish you post. Like I wait until I've finished my work before I stream. So like I have the time to do it. I just don't think it's good. It's not good for me to do like a 7-hour stream back to back with another 7-hour stream. Like my voice was so groggy this morning. Like I was like, oh my god. And I had to get up early today to go like meet with some people and stuff. So like I was like shaking hands, introducing myself, and I was like, hey, hello, hi, my poor little voice. But it's fine. It's fine. I had fun. It was good. Guys, it's not my fault. It's the game's fault for being too fun and interesting and being written well. Well, that's the thing, right? It's because, like, okay. Ace Attorney is written well, but when it wants to be, it can be written so poorly that it's written well. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, hi.
Oops, I hit the funny button.
Oops. As always, it's appreciated. It's always discouraged. I don't need people giving me money. I'm financially well. I'm in a good position. But it's always appreciated as well, regardless. Thank you. I really wanted to do Lorelei and the Laser Eyes after the big breakthrough I had last stream with it, where I was just on a roll of discovering stuff, and I have so many more things I can do, but I was like, I can't do Ace Attorney back to back with Lorelei and the Laser Eyes again, or I'm actually gonna stream for 8 hours today, and my voice is gonna hurt, and it's all, my brain's gonna hurt, and I can't do that. So let's just wrap up this case. 2 to 3 hours, I think, probably left of this Ace Attorney case. And then there's a Juice Galaxy I can check out for 30 minutes to an hour maybe. And you know what? I don't need, that might even still be like 4 or 5 hours. And that's still longer than I'm anticipating. I want to do like a 2 to 3 hour stream. I want to get back to normal stream lengths again. I've just been grinding out these games because they're so good, they're so fun. I really love the stories and everything, and it's just, I'm hooked. They got the hooks in me, boyo. All right. Let's move OBS over here. Let's open Justice for All, and let's click over to it. Hope your day is going well though, chat. Hope your day is going well, because it shall be Friday. I know that like school is back in for a bunch of people, and so like this would be like the first Friday weekend for their schooling and all that. So I'm sure that's I'm sure that's something for some people. Trying to not abuse them vocal cords. No, see, the problem is I'll commit. I will always commit to vocal cord abuse if it's a bit. Like if it's a funny enough bit in my brain, I'll commit to it. Even if it feels really, really bad. Recipe for Turnabout. So much stream. See, but that's because I want to play this all on stream because it's so fun. Oh, I forgot this is where we left off. Wait, what? It's not capturing? Why was it not capturing? I selected it. Okay, there we go. Welcome back to, Man Ass. Welcome back. Yeah, I don't know why. I just looked over at OBS and I noticed the screen was black and I was like, I literally just consciously selected the correct screen. I don't know why it's being like that. Why it's being feisty like that? Oh well, oh well. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. This song is so goofy, I kind of really like it. Like, this would be a good stream intro song. Alright. Forgive me for asking, witness, but, are you a woman? Ooh la la, monsieur. As you can see, I am le perky gentleman, no? Also, you are, okay. Half the time you call yourself a girl, half the time you call yourself a guy. You know what? Non-binary king/queen/monarch? Question mark? On the day of the incident, you were in Trebion's kitchen. Isn't that right? Monsieur, monsieur? Uh-huh. Everything feels right. Oh, he's into it. He's so into it. Oh, he's totally unfazed. Does anything intimidate this guy? No, he's into it, dude. He's rocking with it. Very well, your testimony, please witness. Tell the court what happened at that day at Trebion. Oui, volontiers. Volunteer? Like, yeah, I volunteer, sure. When it all happened, there were 2 customers in my restaurant. I remember I was experimenting with the new Art Deco that day. Like having a large mirror between the tables, for example. Oui, perhaps that is what la old man was looking at. La cup, la earpiece, and la glasses. He would have seen everything in reverse, no? What? Oh, wow. Okay, that's just like a totally new detail that has not been a part of it. Mirrors? Mirrors this whole time? Oui, un grand mirror. La most enormous mirror. Oh my god. And suddenly the mystery disappears. Like I said, the world keeps turning, so roll with it. That would explain the coffee cup and the earpiece conundrum. The mirror would have made everything appear back to front. What the heck? It's way too early in the morning for this to be happening to me. What? Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. But if there's mirrors, maybe that's why you couldn't see his feet below the table, the other guy who was sitting at the... Yeah, wait a second, that would have made it easy. I don't know. And it all happens, there were 2 customers in my restaurant. What about Violetta? And who were these 2 customers exactly? My, of course, la young man who died, and la other not so young man. You're referring to yesterday's witness, I presume. What about the other man Maggie says she saw at the table? Yeah, what about that guy? Something tells me Mr. Armstrong isn't planning to disclose his existence. We need some hard evidence first before we can bring him up, don't we? I guess we have the whole meeting. I guess I'll have to try a different approach for the time being. Well, hold on a second. Because we have the horse calendar that says, today, December 3rd, meet with El Tigre guy. So, does that not immediately say he was there? Meet with the tiger, December 3rd. I guess that's a whole new line of questioning. I'll have to wait for that. I remember I was experimenting with the new Art Deco that day. You were experimenting with Art Deco? How come I never heard about that before today? You are not familiar with the language of interior design, monsieur? Please stay on topic. Now, why didn't you tell the court about this before? But I did just a few moments ago. Excuse me, Mr. Armstrong. This deco you mentioned, are you referring to some sort of deco couture? No, Art Deco. It's a style of design, Your Honor. He's talking about interior design. It's my passion. Walls, ceilings, carpets, that kind of thing. Yes, that deco. I thought you meant like the Neo Splash deco from Splatoon. By the way, I'm canonically really into Splatoon. I was trying to achieve a more effeminate look for my restaurant. I was planning the most bold remodeling of la decor. Like having a large mirror between the tables. But wouldn't that not mirror how he looks? Because he's looking at him from the side? How big of a mirror are we talking about here? Boh, something about 4 meters wide and 2 meters high. Phoenix Wright, former art major. Oh yeah, wait a second, you're right. Holy shit, wait, that makes perfect sense. Wait, that actually completely explains that. That's really funny. I can't believe we've never actually tapped into that fact. Let's see, if 1 meter high is about a yard, holy glass in a frame, that's freaking huge. I was intending to install it on the ceiling eventually. The ceiling? Is there a mirror on the ceiling? I don't remember. No, I decided not to go through this in the end. What should I do? I should ask him more about it. If you really had such a large mirror in the restaurant, somebody would have noticed it. But there's nothing about a mirror in Mr. Kudo or Maggie Bird's testimonies. But...
Objection.
Shut up, Wright. You didn't ask, Trite. Nice try. You have only yourself to blame for such sloppy work. What? A mirror was delivered to Trebien on the day before the incident. Really? As Mr. Armstrong testified, he was carrying out some design changes, and it turned out that he actually didn't use the mirror in the end. That just doesn't add up. Even if a mirror was delivered to Trebien, it doesn't prove that it was in the restaurant on the day of the crime. Where else would it have been? Huh, if it's so big, I feel like is it hidden under that golden desk in the tender lender's office? Where else would it have been? Huh, if you want to doubt someone, Trite, look in the mirror. Fucking owned, got him. I'm sure the person looking back at you will be dubious enough. Good one, Godot, you fucking got his ass, smoked his ass. So the witness yesterday had seen the victim reflected in a mirror. By the way, why didn't we mention this in the first trial, by the way? Perhaps that is the old man, that's what the old man was looking at. Nuh-uh. Normally I'd expect people to know the difference between a reflection and a real object.
Objection.
Normally? How does normality come into this? Maybe he's got no object permanence. That's lame, Trite, even for you. Yeah, you're lame, bro. Huh? Are you trying to say that if something isn't normal, it isn't possible? Wow, what a close-minded mindset. Wow, fucking rude. Where does that leave the pork-you-headed lawyer and the top-knot chick over there? And the ungodly cool guy with the mask over here? Well, Trite. Not the hair! I do not have a top knot. Mr. Godot's correct, you got fucking owned. He is smoking your ass today. A lack of normality is no basis for discounting an argument. Bien, logic has won the day. Fucking owned? La cup, la earpiece, and la glasses. It would have seen everything in reverse, no? Everything? He would have seen everything in reverse? Oui. Hey Nick, maybe we should take a second think about what old Seedy said in his testimony. How did he phrase it?
That boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs.
Huh.
No question, you can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear without a doubt. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand.
If he saw everything he described reflected in a mirror, then everything he said he saw on the left was actually on the right, huh? That clears up all the problems with his testimony, I guess. Or does it? It's kind of hard to believe everything's the fault of a mirror, but do you think old Seedy saw everything through a reflection? That makes no sense for Maggie. Okay, all right. Everything would have been in reverse. Everything. So what would contradict that? If that means this was actually the right hand and he was wearing the earpiece on his right side. Wait, that means his HMD would have been upside down. That doesn't make any sense. Where the hell's Glenn? Oh, there he is. Yeah, it's not something you can mirror so easily. It still would have had to, it still has to have been on his left side. I mean, is that even something I can present as evidence here? Just Glenn Elg's profile to represent the HMD that wouldn't have been in reverse? That feels so, like, I feel like I'm giving a stretch there, but it's true. It doesn't make any sense. Loans, Trabian floor plans. Floor plans? Where is the mirror allegedly positioned? Where the partitions are? In that case, he would have thought he was sitting on the other side of the table, right? Or... It doesn't change anything with this. Oh, that's clever. In the photo of the dead body, you can't actually see which side the thing is on. I mean, there's clearly no mirror here. I mean, I guess I should just show that there's no mirror in the crime scene photo, right? Like having a large mirror between the tables. Why is there no mirror in the photo then? It literally does. Game, you should be giving that to me. How is that related? Oh, you know, it's a picture of what is being claimed and accused. You know. It would have all been in reverse, no? In that case, any text he saw would have been reversed, but I don't see any text. There's no text that he could have read. What else did he say in his testimony?
When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat.
I mean, that doesn't really help at all either. This one feels hard. Yeah, none of this other stuff directly correlates to it. I mean, I guess I could just do Glenn's profile. Oh, okay, I was right the first time. The coffee cup, the earpiece, and the HMD. Let's think back over Mr. Kudo's testimony, shall we?
The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No question, you can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt.
So to summarize, we're told that both the HMD and the earpiece were on the victim's left side. Now, if Mr. Kudo saw all that as a reflection in a mirror, it means the HMD and the earpiece were actually on the victim's right side. Exactement, monsieur. Now that you think about it, it's not so odd, no? Dumbass. Unfortunately, that's where we run into a monumental contradiction with the facts. If Mr. Kudo really did see everything in a mirror, why is it that the HMD is now on the wrong side of the head? Oh yeah, wait, hold on, cause good point. I guess that's hey Addy, what's up? No, that definitely makes sense, cause in the end, it still got to his left side of his head. Yeah. I mean, it also just doesn't make sense to wear it on the right side, like I was saying, because if it was on the right side of his head, it would have been upside down, and that, it doesn't make sense. I like the rat in the corner. That's Mr. Cheddar. He's the little guy. He's been there for a long time.
Order. Mr. Wright is correct. If the witness genuinely observed the victim reflected in a mirror, then we should have expected the victim's earpiece to have been over his right eye.
How bitter. Try it. You should have a taste of this bitterness. It'll calm you down in no time. Is he gonna throw the coffee at me? Is he gonna do, are we talking about your coffee? Or something
Places
completely
an absurdly
different?
long, silly straw into Godot's coffee cup and drinks it all.
He drinks his coffee from a mile away, up in the stands. You don't understand the way the witness thinks.
How he thinks.
You remember this, I presume? The I broke the vase sorry apology, I mean Mr. Kudo's sworn testimony? Exactly, the old man has a very grievous habit, other than throwing seeds. The more of an impression something makes, the more muddled his mind makes it. And what's the most striking thing about Mr. Elg?
Clearly the victim's eyepiece.
And that's my point. The old man strikes again. Mr. Elg's HMD made a big impression on the old man.
I saw the earpiece and the newfangled spectacles he was wearing. Oh yes, they were both on his left ear. Do you hear his left ear?
Huh. Well, try it. That's the worst, but best impression of Kudo ever. Wow, I really thought he was old Seedy for a minute there. Godot's good. He's just good at everything he does.
Enough. I must agree that yesterday's witness was irresponsibly rash in much of his testimony.
Bad luck, Nick. Looks like the boil of a contradiction you just found is just a rash. What a weird analogy, Maya. You're fucking weird. A mirror can't be beaten by a handful of seeds, nor can it lie. So, what exactly was the old man looking at? Fill us in, Mr. Armstrong. Go on, tell the court. We're all ears.
Oui, I can't explain. Please, if you will look at the plans of the restaurant.
Drinks soda. Yo, me too. Let me do that. The mirror.
Allô, is everybody sitting comfortably? La mirror, it was in the middle of the restaurant.
Meaning you didn't... Wait, was it actually there? Because that's the only explanation as to why old Seedy was unable to see. Whoa. Oh my god. That actually explains why he didn't see fake Phoenix Wright. I mean, you would have seen him enter and leave the building. Maybe, I don't know.
In the middle, dividing the two halves. There is only one seat from which you could have seen an image of the victim. It was the seat at the table next to the victims. That was where the old man was sitting. I thought he was, okay, sure,
But that explains why, okay, we're doing angles now, all right. I guess we do it angles now. Okay, so that explains why he couldn't see fake Phoenix. But earlier they literally pointed out and said that he was sitting right here in this bottom right chair. And he said, that's why I saw it on the left side. Like literally he said I was sitting right there. Where I'm pointing right now, beep, 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 right there, beep, beep, beep. So the fact that they're like changing that now is like, what do you mean? What do you mean? But that does at least explain something. I think that's truthful testimony.
After the horrible incident occurred, I moved la mirror so it would not be in the way.
But that also doesn't make sense for when the server walked by because he saw the back of the server, which means that's not possible because otherwise he would have seen both the front and the back no matter which way she's facing.
But naturally, I did not touch anything else.
I see no problems with the explanation we just heard. From the table next to the victims, Mr. Kudo would have seen the victim in the mirror.
But not a little croquet I am, confusing all the men like this.
Don't worry about it. He's so cool with it. We can keep up, especially, except for the guy breaking out in a cold sweat over there.
Oh, I hate that guy. You said that you didn't touch anything else apart from the mirror. Are you quite sure about that?
Volunteer, of course.
Croquet. Was it croquette? Yeah, it was croquette. I think I said croquet.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you please.
The mirror.
La mirror, it is in the middle of the restaurant, dividing the two halves. There is only one seat from which you could have seen an image of the victim.
That's not true. You could have seen him from across the hall. And now where would that have been?
Ooh la la, look how you lean towards me. I always attract the younger boys. Maybe I should keep you in suspense a little longer.
Mr. Armstrong, fucking knock it off, bro. What the fuck?
I attract the older ones too, you know. And Sam, shall I tease you too?
I'm already seeing a very hot someone, so I'm afraid you'll be waiting for a long time. I bet she has mocha cream skin and cappuccino perfume.
Bien, I will tell you, there was only one seat from which you could have seen. That was the seat next to the victims. That was the seat at the table next to the victims. That was where the old man was sitting.
That's not true though, that doesn't make sense. So why can you only see the victim from that particular seat?
My monsieur, is it obvious? Look at the plans. Boing, 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 boing. I bounced the light off the mirror. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The victim would have reflected off the mirror. If you're sitting at the table there, you would see everything, no? So that's the old seat he was sitting at on that day. When the poisoning happened, the old man was sitting at the table next to the victim? Why does that seem kind of odd? Because it's a lie, because it breaks his testimony. Oh, the vase, the vase, the vase. Because he broke the vase at his table, but there's a vase at that table. You're fucking lying. You're a liar. You're a liar and a fraud. Your honor. Mr. Kudo's words yesterday strongly contradict Mr. Armstrong's testimony.
This is the letter of apology that was written by Mr. Kudo, is it not?
Wow, he likes coffee and he's loyal. A true Sigma. Now, see, the thing is he's loyal to the coffee. He's kind of based. He's like, sex, no thank you. Godot Blend 107 for me. Or maybe he's like into the coffee. I don't know. I don't know what Godot does at home, I'll be real. I realize it looks useless, Your Honor, but this is still testimony. Ha! I guess useless people are only really good at identifying useless things.
What relevance does this scrap of paper have at a trial, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Kudo's testimony is actually very relevant to the question at hand, Your Honor. If he likes coffee so much, why doesn't he marry it? I bet there's fan art of that. He drinks so much, I like it. He enjoys it. He's marrying the coffee in fan art, for sure, for sure. Wait, what? What? It contradicts what piece of evidence? The vase! I don't have... Is it shown in the crime photo? Yeah, you can see it in the crime photo. You can see the other vase. This piece of evidence contradicts the testimony you've heard, Your Honor.
The crime photo?
Yes, this photo clearly shows something that theoretically should not exist.
What on earth do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
Should not exist. Huh. Sounds like you're describing yourself. Why are you so mean? Why, Godot? You're so mean.
Now then, the defense would clearly like to clarify this statement, but goddamn, Godot, reel it back. You've been smoking right all day. It's rude, man.
What is something that should not exist in this photo? The frickin' vase. Why would I have presented this if after I presented the testimony if I didn't know it was that? That feels weird that they made it point at me out. What made me point it out? There's one thing that was cleared, demonstrated by yesterday's testimony. Mr. Kudo broke the vase that was at the table where he was. And yet, as the court can see, there's an unbroken vase at the table next to the victim. Why? Because Mr. Kudo was in fact not sitting at the table next to the victim at all.
Don't be an idiot, Trite, that's impossible. The seat's the only one Kudo could have seen the victim's reflection from.
Exactly. There's only one conclusion we can draw from this contradiction. There was no mirror in Très Bien that day. Your testimony, Mr. Armstrong, is an elaborate lie. Mon Dieu! Why?
Funny. Don't try to confuse the court, Trite. Obviously, the witness cleaned up the vase, while the police were taking their time to get to the crime scene.
Unfortunately, Mr. Godot, that doesn't quite work for me. Mr. Armstrong already testified the contrary. In his own words, I did not touch anything else except the mirror.
Chug, 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 chug. Well, witness, what do you have to say for yourself?
I was right. There was no mirror.
In light of this revelation, we return back to the original problem. Why did the victim have an earpiece in the ear in which he could not hear?
You only get one shot in life. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime, yo. You only get one shot. There's no turning back. I listen to a lot of Eminem. If you want to claim that the mirror wasn't there, Trite, then this problem's all yours. How do you explain what the old man saw? If I can answer this, then it'll be that much closer to the truth. I can feel it. Are you gonna be okay? Can you solve this contradiction, Nick? Maybe. I have one theory, a game theory. Thanks for watching. There's more than just one contradiction, Maya. What do you mean? Remember what Maggie told us? There was another man at the victim's table, and there was a sample CD on the victim's table. It all flies in the face of Mr. Kudo's testimony. And I think I know the reason why nothing in this case is adding up.
Well, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer.
Yes, Your Honor, just gonna save again. Why is Mr. Kudo so horribly wrong?
The reason behind all the contradictions in Mr. Kudo's testimony are the victim was a phony? What? What? I mean, there's nothing that makes sense about the victim was a phony. But that makes me lean towards it? The ear doctor made a mistake. The ear doctor made a mistake. That's clearly not right. Mr. Kudo made a mistake. I mean, Mr. Kudo made many mistakes, but the victim being a phony seems like a whole new theory lead that I want to go down. This case is riddled with contradictions, yet there's one very simple answer that clears them all up.
And what's that?
The incident Mr. Kudo witnessed and the incident the victim experienced were two completely different events. What? Yeah, the victim that Mr. Kudo saw wasn't Glenn Elg at all. It was an imposter, a phony pretending to be Mr. Elg. Is that why he looked so Sigma in this one image? Is that, I was joking about that earlier. Is that literally why? Because that's not him? Obviously, unlike the victim, there's nothing wrong with the imposter's left eardrum. That's how he ended up wearing an earpiece in his left ear by mistake. He's gonna spit it out? No. Yeah, he's fucking dead. I was gonna say. He's too cocky there.
Order in the court. Settle down or I'll clear the courtroom.
Quiet, Gramps. Why don't you clear out of here, huh? Well, yeah, I mean, it made sense. The reason I wanted to pick it is because they showed Violetta poisoning the coffee, but then they also showed fake Phoenix poisoning the coffee in the intro cutscene, which means why would it be poisoned twice unless the answer is it happened twice? But why would it happen twice if there was only one, right? I wonder who is sliding him the coffee. There's a tiny little Godot off screen, like a mini Godot, who's like kicking him the coffee cup. Quiet, Gramps. Why don't you just clear out of here, huh?
What did you just fucking say to me? Get out of my courtroom, little shit.
Troy, are you trying to say that what Mr. Kudo saw was a setup?
Yep.
Yep. Someone pretending to be Glenn Elg acted out the whole coffee poisoning. But why would they do it twice? What? All for the express purpose of creating a witness out of one Mr. Victor Kudo. Huh, Mr. Godot. I'm not a Goblin, I'm a Gnome. Godot. Oh, he's the tiny little Godot. Get ready, Trite. Get real, Trite. Why would anyone want to do that? Isn't it obvious? The thing Mr. Kudo was most insistent about in his testimony was the servant girl brought him the Javachino, but she put something in it. That's the servant girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well.
It's so hard to believe, but
there was one and only one reason to show Mr. Kudo this fake poisoning. To show Maggie Bird and the act of poisoning the coffee.
are you insinuating that the waitress is the old man and the old man's story was fake as well? It's true that there are no other customers in the restaurant at the time, but it's also true that the chef was there. He would have noticed what was happening. That's right, well, witness. If your restaurant really was the scene of such theatrics, you would have known about it, correct?
Ooh la la, this is most difficult for me. No, it's quite shrimple, actually. All you have to do is testify. You're under oath, after all. Was there, in fact, a phony at Trabian that day? The defense demands that Mr. Armstrong tell the whole truth about what happened.
Yeah, out with it, man. You will accurately explain in detail the events in the restaurant that day.
Ooh-wee. Me when I play the Nintendo, ooh-wee. Le victim, Monsieur Elg, he came to my restaurant alone. I remember the old man arrived not long after him. There were no other customers. Woo, let's go gambling! When he got word he won la lottery, Monsieur Elg became very excited. It was approximately 5 minutes later that the poisoning incident occurred. There was no time for a phony to do the acting. So where are we saying that, like, why are we saying that, like, Maggie had access to this poison then in the first place? Like, we found it on her body, but, like, in the first case, we were like, wait a second, if Dahlia had poison, where did she get it, huh? But where would Maggie have allegedly gotten it? Obviously, and she, on such short notice, where would she have, what, did she bring poison with her to work that day? How is she assumed to have known that he won the lottery and 5 minutes later had the poison ready to kill him? Was it the fake victim situation the reason Glen Elg is a palindrome? Maybe also something to do with the mirror stuff that was going on. I think probably the mirror theme is also part of it, because that's like the big twist in the case, maybe. As a contrast to Zin Eop. Yeah, there's a lot of mirrored stuff in this case. I don't know. You'd have to ask the localizers. Some of these names are deep cut jokes that I'm like, what? I get it, but I don't get why. I don't know. Bring your poison to work day. Yeah, it was bring your poison. BYOP, bring your own poison. Je vous demande pardon. Forgive me, your honor. Oh, he's so sorry. Hold on, let me just check a thing. There we go. My mom sent me a thing where she was like, you should download this. I hear it's good. And then 5 seconds later, she just texted me a Reddit review of the same thing that she just suggested I get, where the Reddit review is, this thing fucking sucks. Do not get it. And she said, oops, never mind. I lied because I wanted this mess to be cleared up quickly.
What you have just done is commit perjury, Mr. Armstrong. I will decide how to punish you later.
Ooh, old man, punish,
For now, we will hear your cross-examination, Mr. Wright, if you please.
He took that perjury charge a bit too well. Well, being in prison would possibly protect him from the cadaverinis trying to kill him. But I'm guessing he'll be in more serious trouble after this cross-examination. I mean, when you think about it, Mr. Armstrong's not really that bad of a guy. I mean, yeah, setting up the murder and all that, but, like, honestly, like, they're just being loan sharked in debt, right? Like, the whole thing is like, you just suck ass at cooking and your restaurant is failing, which is why you've had to turn to all this. And it's even then, it's probably not his idea. I have to assume that the whole, like, murder is, like, the Tiger's idea and all that. He's probably being threatened or extorted or something. Not very demure of him. The original Japanese name for Glen Elg is also a palindrome, so I just think the localized went, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I just don't get what the original, like, I trust that it's the localizers doing the right thing. I don't want to be one of those people who's like, I fucking hate the localizers, they're fucking stupid. Like, it's rare. Like, the only thing that I like, come on localizers, I would have been like, come on localizers about the Harlem Shake thing. My hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake. But, okay, that's coincidence. Got it. The Sparta password thing with that's madness. No, this is Sparta. That line didn't age too well, localizers. Gotta be honest. That one didn't age too well. Everything else has been great in the game so far. I love the localization. I've had no problem. Except for that one typo that Pearl said in case 3-2 that I caught. But that's just like a thing you update. Come on, localizers. And milkshake line. Milkshake line? Milkshake? Oh yeah, there was a milkshake brings all the boys to the yard line. That was a little strange. Le victime, Monsieur Elk, he came to my restaurant alone. But like the milkshake one wasn't so bad that I remembered it. The Sparta one is like, wow, that's just a bold-faced bad reference. He came to the restaurant alone. I remember the old man arrived not long after him. There were no other customers. When he got word he won the lottery, Monsieur Elk became excited. It was approximately 5 minutes later that the poisoning occurred. No, there was no time for Phony to do the acting. I mean, there was like an entire 20-minute sequence. You mean you contacted the police as soon as the incident occurred? I just let old man the call from la payphone. By your own argument, Trite. The purpose of the phony victim's performance was so the old man would see it. In other words, once the incident occurred, the opportunity would completely disappear.
Indeed.
Bien, it seems the shadow of doubt has been lifted, n'est-ce pas?
I guess Mr. Armstrong is connected to this case, huh? Absolutely. Someone is impersonating Mr. Elg, and I refuse to believe he was oblivious. He was there the whole time, after all. But if you're right, wouldn't Maggie have noticed too? She fell unconscious when the incident occurred, remember? You mean that's when the phony staged his act? We'll know for sure once I find a hole in his testimony. Yeah, how could they have possibly planned for Maggie passing out? Especially considering she's a former officer and all that. Like, that was a surprise. Rip me a fay, you would have loved Sparta remixes.
This is madness. No, this is Sparta. Le victim, Monsieur Elg, he came to my restaurant alone. I remember the old man arrived not long after him. There were no other customers.
So your only customers were Kudo and the victim. How many times do you need to ask the same thing, Trite? You never catch me drinking the same blend twice. Yes, I do. You drink 107 constantly. I'm trying to establish the presence of a phony victim in the restaurant, but you're wasting your time. You can't grind birdseed to make coffee if you catch my drift.
But there's a hole in this testimony somewhere, I'm sure of it. Monsieur Elg became excited.
Elg came to the restaurant alone? No, he didn't. Was he alone at his table as well?
My oui, I saw him from the kitchen.
Yet the defendant, Miss Bird, remembers it differently. She swears there was another man at the victim's table. Unfortunately for you, Trite. Yesterday's witness also testified that the victim was alone. You know, seeing you squirm, that reminds me of a certain coffee's bittersweet taste. What kind of coffee has he been drinking? It's not coffee, it's love. It's love that's bittersweet. Hearing Maya say that makes her seem wise all of a sudden.
I remember the old man arrived not long after him.
The Korean name was bold? Oh no, what was that? What does that mean? The joke one. It was all part of my master plan, you see. See, that we could hang out, smoke,
and then fill our bellies with diet soda and play Burnout 2, Burnout Revenge for the PS2. I planned out my genius mind, Alan.
By old man, you mean Victor Kudo, right?
Oui, he comes for special coffee.
I drank your coffee once, Mr. Armstrong. It's special, I'll give you that. It's worth a sip just for the experience.
Oh, you make me so happy, monsieur. You are welcome most any time.
I said it was worth one sip, and nothing more. So old Mr. Kudo arrived at the restaurant around the same time as the victim. Maybe I should ask about that in more detail. What time was it? Yeah. Out of curiosity, about what time was it when Mr. Kudo arrived?
Oh no, I cannot remember, monsieur.
I believe we were told by a witness yesterday. The crime was reported at 2:25 by a kind of scary old man, sir. And does this perhaps jog your memory? Memory witness?
The incident happened around 20 minutes after he arrived. The victim must have arrived between 2 and 2:10, no?
Just after 2, huh?
Thank you for your help in jogging my memory, monsieur.
I can't sit here all the time and do nothing now, can I? The time of day will be added to the witness's testimony.
Oui, monsieur, everything I do for you.
Merci bien. That's French, isn't it?
It's working on the judge. I'm glad for at least one person to be in a good mood. He's even humming a song to himself.
The old man arrived not long after him, just after 2.
That gives plenty of time for a fake reenactment to have occurred. That's ample time. I mean, it falls between 1:30 and 2:30. I want to see if there's any other, but that doesn't make sense because the results are announced at 1:30. I'm afraid I finally got you, Mr. Armstrong.
Quoi? What do you mean?
At the time in question, the victim was listening to the radio with his earpiece. It was the Millionaire Radio. Each week, they announced the winning lottery numbers of the $500,000 lottery ticket.
Oui, that must be le show Monsieur Elg was listening to.
I can't see any problem with this testimony, Mr. Wright.
I wonder. what you say the victim arrived at your restaurant after 2 p.m., correct?
Oui, I am sure of it. I remember it perfectly now. I know it was that time because I just finished serving la lunch menu.
Get to the point, Trite, if you have one. That show is broadcast live at 1:30 p.m. each day, and it claims to be the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life.
It's just on the air at 1:30.
Now, supposedly the victim made the noise when it was announced that he had won. And yet, I don't believe his cry of joy could have occurred after 2 p.m. Because the show had already finished more than 30 minutes before that point in time.
No!
The victim we've been told about has done nothing but the impossible. Listening to the radio with a ruptured eardrum, catching a show that was already over. And there is only one conclusion you can draw from these facts. The victim was an imposter, sus among us, venting, amogus, acting out the poisoning 30 minutes after the real murder. Yes, there were 2 Glen Elgs in Trebian that day. The real Glen Elg, now dead, having been poisoned by the real killer, and the phony Glen Elg acting out the events for Mr. Kudo to witness.
It certainly seems that way. I mean, if that wasn't the case, how would you explain the time discrepancy? Yeah, there's literally no other possible way to explain the passage of time.
I mean, like, you definitely got him there, but the whole, like, setting up an entire second murder feels like a little bit of a grasp, but you know, whatever, sure. Quite a performance, Trite. You were almost on a roll. But sadly, you lack the rock hard foundation of rhythm to build your song. What is this, Music Theory 101? Let's recap. According to your imaginative theory, it's now just after 2 p.m. The phony Glen Elg is performing a play for the benefit of Mr. Kudo. How do you explain then where the real Glen Elg was? I don't believe I have to spell it out for the court. At this time, the real Glen Elg was already dead.
It's certainly obviously the conclusion.
Thank you, Trite. That's exactly what I was hoping you'd say. What? Now I presume you can prove this theory of yours? Can you explain where the missing corpse went to? The missing corpse? According to the old man's testimony, there was only one other customer there. Wait, what? Hold on, no, this is a giant problem. Okay, real murder occurs at 1:30. They get Kudo out of there by being, go get a police officer. Not really, just being lucky that he'd struggle to find a phone. In that time, wait, no, okay. Real murder occurs. They cover it up. Second stage murder occurs when Kudo gets there. So that they can pretend it's a different victim. Okay. But then the police come, and that must mean they had to swap the real dead body back with the actor while Kudo was gone? Because we have the real autopsy report. We have the dead body. It was just swapped out twice? If that customer was the phony Glen Elg, then where did the killer hide the body of the real victim? Behind the giant mirror that was mentioned earlier.
The prosecution has a valid point, Mr. Wright. If the theory is to stand up to the examination by the court, you must provide us with proof by answering the prosecutor's question. Where did the killer hide the body?
Yes, Your Honor. No conjecture, Trite. Let's hear some facts for once. Fuck you. Saves.
Tracy Jack plan took
It took 8 months and $750,000 to execute using carefully planned plans and animatronics.
No conjecture, Trite. Let's hear some facts. Show the court a piece of evidence that proves where this body was hidden. Evidence? Oh, what's the intense pressure in here all of a sudden? Thought I had him with that contradiction. But he's turned it all around and backed me into a corner instead.
Oh. Well, Mr. Wright, the court will now hear the defense's theory and evidence. First, where was the body of the real Glen Elg concealed?
If it was inside Très Bien, the only place I can imagine it'd be is in the kitchen. I can't think of a single place in the kitchen that it makes sense for it to have been hidden. So I would go with outside Très Bien. Clearly, there's no place to hide a body inside Très Bien, therefore it must have been hauled outside. Okay. Nice supposition. But the real question is, can you back it up? Where's the evidence that proves the body was taken outside the restaurant? I mean, that's just an unprovable thing, right? Is that just a... I mean, it would have had snow on it, maybe? Because it was snowing? Maybe snow? But he's not covered in snow here. I like that there's 3 forks on the table closest to you. It's so fancy they got 3 forks. Cling! I like the little toasting beer emoji, it's good. Hello, Trash, hi. Where's the proof that the body was taken outside? They took his medicine, and that was in the back of the restaurant. Maybe that implies that it was hidden inside? Proof that the body was taken outside. Proof that the body was taken outside. I really can't think of a single thing that proves it was taken outside. What? No, I was gonna say the blood on the apron. Maybe it truly is blood instead of ketchup, and they used the like they carried the body, but there was no blood. I mean, that's the closest thing I can think of to an actual explanation as to proof that the body was taken outside. Because, like, if you carried him, then the coffee that he dropped would stain the apron and all that. Why else is there a stain on the apron like that? Maybe? Huh. Victim got this from the doctor before going to Très Bien. The bag is empty. I mean, that's really the closest thing I can think of, is the apron. Too bad. I don't think you'll ever grasp the real heart of rock and roll. What are you talking about? You're yapping your trap, but this evidence is irrelevant, Mr. Wright. Okay, so then it is inside, I guess. Is this a branching path question, or is this an unavoidable question? I believe it's, I mean, it feels pretty... I mean, I can start over or present new evidence, so I guess a branching path. I mean, the branching path is whether or not Glenn Elg's body was hidden inside or outside of the restaurant, and I can't really think of any place inside the restaurant it would have been hidden. I guess unless the kitchen, and they just hid it really temporarily. Like they didn't try to hide it behind anything. They just put it in the kitchen. I think I need to clear my mind. I'd say it's already empty, Trite. I'm inclined to agree. Yo tambien. What the fuck? What's the Spanish? Well, Mr. Wright, the court will now hear the defense's theory for evidence and everything. Where was concealed? Inside Très Bien. It would have been too dangerous to take the body outside. Yeah, I kind of agree. But there's no customers, so it wouldn't be too dangerous. Obviously, the body must have been hidden inside. Interesting, but where could you hide a body in here? Perhaps you'd care to show it on the plans? What, just in the kitchen? Huh? I mean, in the kitchen, I guess, right? The body was hidden here. I see. Nice supposition, but the real question is, can you back that up? Where's the evidence that proves the body was hidden in that location? I mean, the medicine? Because we found his ear medicine back there, but that really has no proof. That doesn't mean anything about the fact that his body was hidden back there. Mr. Armstrong, do you recognize this bottle? But that's not his body! That just means they got rid of it when it was... hold on. Grr, I'm so mad. Grr. I mean, like, that was one of my original theories, is like, it must have been inside because his bottle's in there, but that doesn't make sense. That doesn't mean his body was in there. That just means they took his medicine off of the table and stored it back there amongst the other bottles. Let him argue. I will. Ads are actually about to run, and I gotta, I'll be real, I gotta go potty. Let the good man argue. I'll be right back, chat. Fortunately, you're not gonna miss anything for a sec, because ads are gonna be running. One moment. I'm back. I have that. I have the speed and grace. He has no smile. He has no face. This Kong has no face. Hi, chat. I'm back. There we go. I love ads because I'm so epic and cool. The good news is ads were coming up anyway, so that was just really convenient timing for me. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ads. I hate ads. No. Get yourself some beverage. I probably should have done that. 5-second piss. Yeah, I'm a. I mean, like, I didn't have to go downstairs or anything. I got a bathroom, like, you know, like, not far from me. Like, it's not like down the hall or anything. It's literally just the room connected to this room. So I just mute my mic. What, do you want me to not mute the mic? What, do you want to hear the piss? What, are you some kind of freak? You some kind of piss hound? What's going on with you? You freak? I got myself some bittersweet coffee. He doesn't even leave the PC, he just pisses in the chair. Real. He really does that. That's true, that's real. Piss redeem. Fuck the shower redeem. Piss yourself now. Mr. Armstrong, do you recognize this bottle?
No. I have never seen that ugly bottle before in my life. I only use the very best bottles, monsieur. The highest of quality only for me.
Where was that bottle found, Mr. Wright? Interestingly enough, Your Honor, it was found in the kitchen of Très Bien.
Quoi? But I only use these bottles for my aromatherapy.
But this bottle doesn't contain aromatherapy oil, Mr. Armstrong. No, it contains medication. What kind of medication? I'm sure everybody remembers, don't they? That Mr. Glenn Elg visited an otolaryngological clinic and was given medication that day. You can't be serious. The defense had the contents of the bottle analyzed, and I have the lab results right here. The contents of the bottle are the prescription that was given to Mr. Elg. Bwar! Mr. Elg's murderer hid the body in the kitchen. At which time the bottle fell out of the victim's pocket. Okay, fucking whatever. Oopsie daisy. Your Honor, we plead oopsie daisy. Mr. Armstrong, when the incident occurred, didn't you say you were in a kitchen?
Mon Dieu.
Yes, you know what I'm gonna say. It was you who hid the victim's body. You did a fine job pretending to defend my client. Pretending to defend my client, Maggie Bird, however, you were setting her up to take the fall behind the poor girl's back.
No. Oui, mon Dieu.
Order, this is an extraordinary development. Witness, did you murder Glenn Elg?
Never, I could never do such horrible things. No.
What, Godot? Mr. Godot? The bitterness. Oh, fucking finally. There we go. It's been too long. It's been takes long drag on candy cigarettes. How many ounces does that mug hold? It's infinite. It's infinite. The wall of the cup is actually extremely thick and holds extra coffee. He just presses a button on the handle and it just refills itself. And it's one of those cups that has a hole on the bottom where you put it on like a hole in the desk that lets it refill itself when it's there. It's just infinite. Or more cups are being passed to him from off screen. Those are my favorite kind of mugs. Every time I get lied to, I always down a mug of coffee. That's one of my rules. Do you have the slightest idea how many cups you've had by now? Then I like to do the same to the person who lied to me. I like to take him down with my empty cup. Listen up, chef. How about a brand new flavor in your ear? My H-deficient friend, what? My what? My H-deficient friend? H? Heroin? What? I bet you don't even do heroin, fucking nerd. Je vous demande pardon, please, you must hear me out. Oh, because he doesn't use the letter H. You must hear me out. It is a trap. Listen to me, por favor. Por favor, Spanish? Why is he becoming Spanish? What is this bit? When he's getting cornered, he becomes Hispanic? Yo hablo español, Mr. Armstrong, and por favor is Spanish. I'm only gonna ask you once. Did you do it? No, 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 absolutely no. I... Let's hear it. Couldn't Phoenix just use the Magantama and be like, did you do it? Okay, I can back up that he did or did not do it, Your Honor. Judge is Latina. You mean Latin X. The judge doesn't know much, but he does know Spanish. Yeah, that's real, that's true. You've got one shot, right, Gramps? Witness, the court will permit you to permit you the chance to make one final statement. If you lie under oath again. Yeah, I let people lie under oath. Just don't do it twice. Push his fingers together, push his fingers together. If you lie under oath again, Mr. Godot's coffee mug awaits you. As does my gavel. Oui, it is clear. What do they always say in the movies? I've got a bad feeling about this. The judge doesn't know much, but he knows Spanish. And truly, we're going to just switch to full Spanish mode at some point. And I will finally get to flex my Spanish knowledge because I've studied Spanish for 12 years in the past. You know. Very well, begin your final testimony, Mr. Armstrong. The confession. It is true, I ate the body in the kitchen. A man forced me to do it, I had no choice. I had to go along with him because there was a reason why I could not refuse. But I did not kill him, I swear, you must believe me. You were forced? By who? I cannot say or I will be erased. Let's try a different question then. When Mr. Elk died, was he really the only person at his table? There was another man. Ooh. I knew it. Maggie was telling the truth. You may cross-examine the witness now, Mr. Wright. There's just one more thing I need to do. I gotta break this guy and get the name of the real killer. But what sucks about this is like Don Tigre did not really want to do any of this. He got roped in because he was scared of Violetta, but Violetta clearly loves him and didn't want him to get roped into any of this. It was just because of her dad's name that he felt he had to do that. So really, Bruno Cadaverini's the real piece of shit in this case. Everybody else is like not wanting to be a part of this and just doing it because of like, you know, you're part of a crime family. It is true, but the man forced me to do it. Who is this man? I cannot say I fear for my life. He's really scared. You'll just have to put the words in his mouth. Yeah, you're right. If he won't tell me, I'll say it. But why would you go along with this man? I had to go along with him because of a reason I could not refuse. Your loan. You have $500,000 debt, don't you? $500,000? Jesus fucking, is that true, Mr. Armstrong?
Je suis désolé. I was weak and I borrowed le money.
Mafia bad. Scratch his chin, scratch his dip. Really makes you think. Really makes you think. This is Mr. Armstrong's Achilles heel. And that is why you refused anything asked of you by... You couldn't refuse anything asked of you by this man. Bruno looks like a turtle. $500,000 loan from a black market loan shark. And you had no way of paying it back, didn't you? That's why you were forced to do anything this man told you.
Oui, it is as you say.
Mr. Armstrong.
La Tiger, he told me he was going to use my restaurant for a business rendezvous. On the day in question, he was meeting the victim to demand that he repay his loan. I don't know why it happened like that. I just did what he told me to do. I had no choice. I carried the body and la what the fuck? I carried la body and la inconscient Maggie out of the dining area.
Jinsan no Toho Project.
And into the kitchen. After that, I just tried to forget what I had seen.
I mean, inconscient is just unconscious. It's just like it's just like another form of that. I feel like that's not like really French. Maybe it is. I mean, half the words in English are just bastardized French anyway, so. I was about to say that reminded me of Toko Keiptori wa Toko no something wa Junsan no Toho Project. I think we can now safely say that the man who forced your hand was Mr. Furio Tigre. Inconscient. Okay, that makes sense. I do have one further question for you, Mr. Armstrong. The poison and the lottery ticket that were found in the defendant's apron pocket. Was that your doing as well?
No, I knew nothing about that. Making it look like it was Maggie who had done it. I was not. I was not. It is despicable. Despicable Me 4 in theaters now. Listen to the hot new single Double Life by Pharrell Williams. Who will Gru be tonight? That's the question.
Mr. Godot. You will summon this Furio Tigre as a witness.
I know you heard the rumors. You got to get him do it. That's all right.
I doubt that can be arranged today, so we will adjourn for now. Proceedings will continue tomorrow. What, is he actually gonna already have Furio Tigre? 30 minutes. What? The trial will go on. I'll see to it myself. I need half an hour to get that guy on the stand. Not a minute more. How the? Don't sit back and relax yet, trite. No one knows if the chef is really telling the truth or not. Yeah, he is. Who will Gru be tonight? That's the question. The trial could still go either way. Very well, your request is granted. We will resume once Mr. Tigre is ready to take the stand. Until then, court is adjourned for a 30-minute recess. To be continued. Nope, I'm going all the way through. We're finishing out this. You cannot stop me again. You cannot stop me. Who will Gru be tonight? That's the question. Who will you be tonight? That's the question. January 8th, 1:21 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Are you Skibbity? Yeah, I'm a little Skibbity Rizzler right now, you know me. So they're finally going to see the tiger on the stand. We've almost got this case won now, Nick. I wish I could agree. Huh? When I cross-examined Mr. Armstrong just now, he said he was just doing what the tiger told him to do. But Godot picked up on it, remember? Who? He pointed out that without proof, we don't know if what he testified is the truth. You mean you think Mr. Armstrong is lying? I don't know, but if that's the line the prosecution takes, we could be in trouble. I get the feeling that we don't have the case-making evidence we're going to need. Hey, pal. Yo, what's up? Detective Gumshoe. What are you so jumpy about, Detective? Yeah, we just got those fingerprints that I was telling you about. It's gonna be the decisive evidence. Hey, that's the pot calling the kettle black, little Miss Top Knot. It's not a top knot. Never mind about the hair, just calm down, alright? I can't stand still when I don't have a job to do. I get kind of wound up. No kidding. You gotta have something to do. You need me to do, you gotta have something you need me to do, pal. Anything. Well, hey, I'm gonna take a jog back down to the precinct. I could get some prints analyzed for you if you got an hour. An hour? The trial will have already reconvened by then. But Nick, we still don't really have decisive evidence, right? True, without some kind of trump card to pull out of the bag, we're really stuck. You said you could get some fingerprint analysis done in an hour? You bet! In that case, why don't you mind checking the ear ointment for me? If you're going back to the station anyway, could you find out whose prints are on this? Oh hey, that's the small bottle I gave you back this morning, right? Yeah, I think it's time we solve this last mystery of who the prints on it belong to. Sure thing, pal. Actually, that's been gnawing at me too. Okay, I'll get this off to the lab right away. Just make sure you don't lose the case before I get back. This is pretty much the final showdown. It's time to separate the phonies from the real guys. The phonies from the homies. 30 minutes later. You must accept the truth, Maya. It's a top knot. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Godot, did you find this Furio Tigre? I even tamed him for you. It was a 3-cup job, no problem. Tamed him? The guy's name is maybe Furio Tigre, but come on. He's pretty lively. Be careful, he still bites. Very well, please show Mr. Tigre to the stand. So surely everybody's like, oh hey, you're that guy who pretended to be Phoenix in court, right? Everyone's like, hey, I fucking recognize you, we've spoken. Rawr. Duh, she literally left. Don't hide under the table, Maya, unless there's room down there for me too. What would you say to me? No, nothing. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing, pal, be honest. Who could have guessed that the fear would induce a bad Brooklyn accent on the judge? I got business to take care of, you hear me? So who the hell called me in this hole? Was it you, Spiky? No, of course not. It was the judge. He's gone. Your Honor? Oh dear, I seem to have dropped my pin. Where on earth is it? Don't mind me, just carry on with the proceedings as normal. That's, we're doomed. Maybe you didn't hear me. I said, who the hell is it that called me in here? There's no need to shout. We can all hear you. What do you say? There's no point struggling. You're caught in a snare. The relentless snare of the law. This is the two most contrasting characters in the entire series talking. Hey, I'ma fight you. Hey, what are you talking about? And there's no point struggling. You're caught in a snare. The relentless snare of the law. And I'm the one that hauled you in. It's too cool. Don't let him get the better of you, Nick. Let's start with the basics. You know about the incident in question, correct? Incident? I don't know nothing about no stinking incident, mask boy. You mean you didn't attend the previous trial of Maggie Bird? Maggie who? I got more important things to do than watch courtroom drama. Of course.
Of course. Well, perhaps you could give us your testimony then? Please tell us what you did on the day of the murder.
Huh. Phoenix right. You was the one who set this up, didn't you? You was gonna regret this the day you ruffled the tiger's fur, you know what I'm saying? Oh, maybe I should have freaking brought a diaper. Wait, what the fuck poopy joke? What are you, Ice Spice? What's that new Ice Spice lyric? She keeps dropping poop bars, but there's one where it's like, call me Queen Poopy cause I wear a diaper or something. And it's like, what are you fucking talking about, Ice Spice? Like,
I ain't just the shit. You ain't the shit. You just a fart or something like that. She keeps dropping poop bars, and it's just questions. So many question marks. But there's one where it's literally "Call me Queen Poopy." Like look up. I mean, probably don't look up Ice Spice Queen Poopy, but that's one of her new bars on one of her new songs. Get off the game and go to the bathroom. Take a shit. No. Take a shit. Go to the bathroom. No. I've never been happier to have no idea what someone is talking about. Yeah, it's insane. The fact that Ice Spice literally has songs with those bars. Somebody made a mega compilation of all Ice Spice's poopy bars. Well, I don't understand. I mean, I fear I do understand, but unfortunately, I don't understand. Get a grip, Nick. The tiger's alibi.
I don't know nothing about no murder. I was tied up with business in December last year. Spent all of my time in the office. I got whales lined up to borrow cash from tender lender every single day. Yous wanna check my alibi? Just ask Violetta.
Oh, at last I found my pen. Well then, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Ah! What is it? Please, witness, if you could refrain from shouting like that.
I know the kind of games that this guy in the blue plays. That lowlife ain't no lawyer. He just punches away at his stupid details till he wins.
Lowlife? Me?
Listen up, smarty. Every time you ask me something that doesn't relate to this case, I'm gonna bill you $50,000 and you's gonna borrow the cash from me.
Gulp. That's one loan contract I refuse to sign.
And don't you think it ain't gonna hurt when you tangle with the tiger?
He's literally extorting you in court, right? I love a good spectator sport. Just a minute, that's not really... The witness is, how can I put it, a hungry tiger roaming the urban jungle. Get on his bad side and he'll bite everyone's head off. Yours too. Very well, I have no choice but to impose a penalty system here.
Yous better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business. If I don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus.
How many people did those lyrics go through and they were just like, okay, pop off? I mean, once, I think a lot of big artists and everything, like, they realize, first of all, poopy bars get attention and therefore listens and therefore streams and therefore money. So as long as the rest of the songs on the album are like, you know, as long as it pulls attention to the album or whatever, it's a worthwhile trade-off for them, because then like people just listen to her other songs or whatever. And then also, I'm sure there's an element of like people being too scared to question her given the success she's found with the poopy bars, right? Like it's like, oh, if I say, are you sure about this? Maybe I'll lose the job working for her. I was like, well, fuck, I don't know. The court will now impose a penalty system for any irrelevant pressing of the witness. Keep that in mind as you begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. You can do it, Nick. Come out from under the table. No. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I already know what I need to ask about. Most rappers have some poop bars. Yeah, there's a weirdly high number of that. Okay, so immediately I'm pretty sure I know what I need to go to, which is I was messed up with some business. I didn't have time, spent all my time in the office. Here's a calendar saying you didn't do that. Your Honor, what do you think about the witness? It's a proof! It's evidence. It's literally evidence. What do you mean? What do you mean the calendar saying meet with the tiger isn't proof that he lied about being tied up with the... What? Are you sure about that? We're talking about 1 month ago, you know. You see these teeth? That's how sharp my secretary is. Sharp? Is he talking about Violetta? She writes everything in my scheduler. December, mainly in the office. That's what it says, so that's where I was. It seems like a rather sketchy schedule. Oh, he's gone. There he goes again. Wonder what the tiger did all December. What's important is what he was doing on the day of the murder, so what now? Press harder. Mr. Tigray, what do yous want? You wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail? This is a dead-end Triton, you know it. Remember the rules. Nuh-uh! It's essential that we establish the witness's alibi accurately.
I agree.
The victim was killed on December 3rd. Were you in the office that day too?
Maybe yous ain't listening. Of course I was. I never set foot outside. I had meetings all day with a bunch of cats wanting to do business with me. I ain't never seen that young man kid before.
I do believe the witness's last statement was important. Mr. Goodall, if you could please,
add it to your testimony. Don't let an animal beat you. Be a man, Your Honor, and ask him yourself.
I was in the office. I never saw that kid before.
Why is there a calendar saying that you met with him? Mr. Tigray, you claim you didn't know Mr. Glenn Elg, but it appears that Mr. Elg knew you. What? Mr. Elg left this little note on his calendar. Meet with the tiger, and the date, December 3rd.
December 3rd? It's the day of the murder.
So, Mr. Tigray, I submit that you did indeed know one Mr. Glenn Elg, because on the very day of the incident, you met with him. I like that he's literally just my Shadow the Hedgehog. He's literally,
not bad. You was actually not bad.
Sorry?
I was just messing with you to see how good you were.
Did you hear that, Nick? He said you're not bad. That's one compliment I can do without. Plus, he's lying through his teeth.
Witness, please remember that you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated.
You's calling me a liar? Is that what you're doing?
Ruh-roh Shraggy. So you're saying that your claim to have never seen that kid before is the truth?
I said I'm dead serious. You's better believe that's the truth.
Huh. Then I'd say that gives me time to enjoy another cup of pure black magic. That is, if you testify for the court again, Mr. Tiger.
Yes, if you wouldn't mind indulging the court, witness.
He never actually met with the victim. That's gotta be a lie right there. It's time I nailed this guy. Don't say that. Keanu Reeves. Are Nick and Tigray gonna get Chaos Emeralds and turn into Super Nick and Super Tigray? Yeah, that's why his hair's so spiky. He's a Super Saiyan. He's gonna go Super Saiyan Sonic Chaos Control. Yeah. Exactly.
I ain't no liar. I never met Glenn Elg. There was some lame guy with that name though. Wanted to borrow cash from me. I set up a meeting with the guy at my office, Tender Lender. I waited around for him, but he never showed. I never even been to that Trey Bien joint. You was here?
I have the evidence that's a lie, which is the Trey Bien matchsticks. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor.
Didn't I tell you I got a big deal going down today? I ain't gonna make my bus now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That bill's going straight to you, right?
Grr.
What the shigma?
Oh wait, Mr. Godot's the one who summoned you.
At my Tender Lender, but he never showed up. I ain't never been to that Trey Bien place.
Do I present the matches now, or do I press and then present the matches? I don't know, because sometimes the game's a little feisty. But obviously, why were there Trey Bien matches in your office? Mr. Tigray, is there something you'd like to tell the court about these matches?
Matches? What is you talking about?
We found them in your office at Tender Lender. They're from that restaurant.
What?
If you really have never been to Trey Bien before, what was this book of matches doing on your desk?
You's been snooping around in my shit too now, eh, wise guy? I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna fucking kill you. What are you, my ball and chain? Ain't no broad controlling me. I'm gonna judge kill this guy with hammers.
Order, order. Well, witness, I think it's time you started telling the truth, don't you?
Fuck!
Sorry, I'm terribly sorry, forgive me.
I ain't no pussy. I don't go back on what I said. But okay, I was at the joint that day.
What?
But listen good, all right? I might have been there, but I never did meet that kid.
Well. Looks like an order just came in for another testimony. I'm this close to proving it was him. He did meet Glenn Elg that day, and he did put poison in his coffee. He must have. Hey, Gumshoe, you wanna arrive with the fingerprints on the thing real quick?
I was supposed to meet the kid, with the kid in the restaurant in the afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. That guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. I figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be, so I split. I had the cop sirens on my way out, and I went straight back to my office. Not true. It was a long time, well, you know, we don't know when he arrived. I see, you didn't actually meet with him in the end then. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, yes, Your Honor. Hold it! If I wait around here any longer, I ain't even gonna make the normal express. No more stupid questions. No problem. Anytime Tripe presses you on something irrelevant, I'll see he pays a penalty.
But Mr. Godot, that's my job.
Your job is to slam that little hammer of yours and call a guilty verdict. So do it.
Yes, sir.
That special express ain't cheap, right? Just so you know, since you was paying.
It's hard mode time.
Oh man, doesn't the rule of law mean anything around here?
The suggestion of law, you mean?
The implication. I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant that afternoon. I'm gonna save right now. When I opened the door of the joint, I saw one ugly scene. That guy was laid over the table stiff as concrete. I figured if the place wasn't hot, hey, why was he on the table if the body was hidden?
You mean you saw Glenn Elk's dead body?
I guess I did, but I only saw him from behind. He was wearing some raggy bit of cloth that he called a hat.
And what time was this?
I don't know. Huh? You know what winds me up more than anyone else in the world? Watches. Round watches. I ain't gonna pollute my paws with them ticking henpeckers.
Out of interest, Mr. T. Gray, what winds you up the second most?
Huh? What do you think? Square watch?
What is this fucking bit? What? This guy for real?
Look, all I need you to know is that something bad was going on. Something bad was going down at that place. I figured if that place wasn't already hot, it was gonna be, so I split.
So you didn't actually set foot inside the restaurant then?
The tiger is a busy cat. I don't hang around for no one.
He hates watches. He fucking hates them.
I ain't got time to be caught up in no murder investigation.
So, when exactly did you pick up these matches?
There are matches just inside the front door.
Our detective friend wound up in trouble with the chef after taking 5 books home. Poor Gumshoe. It's almost enough to make a man cry.
I hear the cop's siren, so he split out on the way out and
But you saw the body is clearly a contradiction. You didn't see the body. You didn't see the body at all. Allegedly. Well, I mean, you know, if what you're saying is true, he sees those clock hands and he gets ready to throw hands. Guy, gabagool, bada bing, hey. I figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be, so I split. Well, Nick, what do you think? He's running out of ways to avoid the truth. I need to press him fast before he has time to think things through. Be careful what you press him on, though, or else you'll get penalized. You went straight back? Did a bout of guilt suddenly hit your head, or what?
What are you trying to say? You trying to say yous ain't never been guilty or nothing?
We all have our crosses to bear. We all have to swallow the dark secrets we hide. Like this. I'm drinking coffee. The courtroom's not exactly a place to talk about dark secrets, isn't it? Seems you've done it again, Mr. Wright. Another irrelevant line of questioning.
How is not irrelevant, but whatever.
That's very relevant.
I was supposed to meet with this kid in the afternoon, so
This one's gonna penalize. So, the meeting wasn't due to taking place at Tenderlander at all then?
the kid was making a fuss about coming into the office. It's always that way when I want to talk to him about repayments. Even though I got the best punching bag you ever seen, if there ain't any issues.
Maybe it's because of the punching bag that there are people who are scared to come in. So that's why you decided to meet at Trebian. Huh. You're going over old ground, Trite. Sorry. Penalized. What? You earn yourself a penalty. Suck it down. Gotcha. I saw suck it, and I was like, what the fuck? When I opened the door, I saw an ugly scene. An ugly scene? What do you mean? The witness has already told us, Trite, which makes that question irrelevant. But... Fuck you. I limit myself to 17 cups of coffee during a trial. That's the rule. You better limit the number of times you take a penalty. Okay, so the only two things that don't get counted irrelevant then are guy was laid out stiff as concrete. You saw his dead body? I guess I did, but I only ever saw him from behind. I don't know what time it was. I hate watches. I don't know, Andrews, what do you hate most? Other watches. This guy for real? Is this guy for eel? 4 eels? I figured the place was hot, so I split. You didn't actually set foot inside the restaurant? I got no time. I got up in the murder investigation. So when exactly did you pick up the matches? There are matches right there. Gumshoe stole some, yada yada yada. I had the cop siren, so I skedaddled. 4 eels. We now have... If you never stepped foot... Wait a second. If you never stepped foot inside the place, then you couldn't have seen him at the table. Haha! Knew it! Yep. You're something of a loan collecting pro, aren't you, Mr. Tigray? No one escapes the tiger's clutches. Well, then I'm something of a lie detecting pro. And no one escapes from Phoenix's clutches. I think it's time we got something straight. What's this, Trite? A new line of irrelevant questioning? These are the floor plans of the crime scene. You say you were standing at the entrance, Mr. Tigray? From there, the field of vision would have covered an area something like this. Indeed, the witness would have had a clear view of the victim's seat. Isn't that what I just said? I saw the back of the kid's head. Nuh-uh. Unfortunately for you, that's just not possible. If the court would think back, you'll remember that between each of the tables is a tall partition. Why, that's true. Now look at the plans again. The truth is painfully obvious. From the entrance, the field of vision of any customer walking in ends here. Ooh, he's starting to sweat, oh boy. We're gonna get him freaking out, and he's already had some great sprites. So the entrance of Très Bien, from the entrance of Très Bien, you couldn't have seen the victim's seat, but you did see the victim that day because you met him. Objection. Wrong. Have you forgotten the old man's testimony yesterday? The victim was alone at his table. But the defense just proved the point to be moot. The victim he witnessed was a fake. What? In order to have Mr. Kudo falsely testify, the real killer posed as the victim he had just killed to act out a charade. Oh my god. That'll do. This trial has gone on long enough without the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was this real killer who impersonated the victim? You say the killer murdered Glenn Elg, and then impersonated his victim in a performance for Victor Kudo. In that case, Mr. Wright, reveal the identity of the criminal to the court. What? I mean, him, right? Unless we're trying to say that it was Viola. I mean, it's him, right? I mean, that's what we're saying. Obviously, the killer's Furio Tigre. Yeah. I was like, why is this even a thing for me to submit? Like, this is like the obvious. Well, witness?
Now that's cute. You think you can pin this on the tiger? Maybe you just didn't understand, so I dares you to say it again. Come on, you got the guts?
You can't threaten me, Mr. Tigre. It's the defense. Go ahead and tell that to the witness. Yeah, threaten him.
He's gone!
Mr. Wright!
Sounds to me like it must be you, old man. You's got guts. I'll give you that.
Mr. Wright, don't leave me to handle this alone.
Perhaps I can end this embarrassment.
Mr. Godot!
Let's just go back over Mr. Kudo's testimony one more time. I like this. I really like this song. Can't wait for Godot to hide under his desk. He would never. Godot would never. He's too brave. He's a brave boy. The old man didn't see the victim. Oh, no, no, no.
The servant girl brought out a Javaccino, but she put something in it. There's no question about it. It's very conspicuous. They put white powder in there.
Was the victim he saw the real killer or not? That doesn't matter. The fact remains that he saw the accused put poison into the coffee. Yes, yep. Hold on. Oh, I was gonna turn up my gain and hide under my real life desk and mimic it. Let's go. Very impressive, Mr. Godot. Waiting for my absence to launch your attack. Ha. It's called Swingin' Tiger. There's a great jazz arrangement. Yeah, I saw the jazz arrangement album when I was looking for the fragrance of dark coffee. I really, really, really enjoy the jazz albums that they released. There we go. Sorry, there we go. Found your pin at last. Try it. It was in my pocket. But anyway, Mr. Kudo witnessed two people that day. He saw the victim, the supposed Mr. Glenn Elg, and the waitress from behind. Yes, your point? But I think a conclusion is obvious. If this Glenn Elg was really the killer in disguise, then surely it isn't possible that the waitress was also part of the show. Isn't it possible that she was also part of the show? What, do you mean the waitress was an imposter as well? The defendant, Miss Bird, fell unconscious immediately after the incident. And someone used her fainting to hatch an elaborate plan to pin the murder on her. Who on earth was it? Who was this waitress that Mr. Kudo witnessed? Viola Cadaverini. Who the shit is this? Her name is Viola Cadaverini. She's an employee of Tender Linder. You's making a big mistake.
Do you know who Violetta's grandfather is? You better be going home in an armored truck tonight if you know what I mean.
Stop shaking, Nick. Where was I? Yes, the defendant, Miss Bird, has stated the following. Well, when I was in the coffee shop over the victim, when I took the coffee over, it was true there was another customer in the restaurant. She was sort of creepy. She had a kind of cackling laugh. There are just too many contradictions in this case. The second man at the victim's table, who nobody but Miss Bird seems to have seen. The earpiece worn by in the victim's left ear when the eardrum was ruptured. I'm trying to figure out how, I guess it's the beanie covers, but then it's also in black and white so you can't see that he's clearly a red man. And the radio show he was supposedly listening to over half an hour after it was over. There's only one logical explanation that clears up all these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice, once for real and once for show. And Mr. Furio Tigre, the only person who could have committed the crime, is you. Witness, what do you gotta say?
That's cute.
Sorry?
You's alright. I could do with a guy like you around.
What do you mean?
Okay, I'm in on this game. I'm gonna have to charter a jet to get to my meeting now, but I'm gonna give yous one more thing to think about before I go.
Something to think about?
Yous got it all wrapped up nice, alright? But yous missed one real important thing.
But that can't be.
I was at the joint that day, and I met that kid too. But I couldn't have poisoned him. Yous here?
What? Do you really expect us to believe you now, Mr. Tigre? What a troublemaker. Troublemaker? Looks like we're going to need another one for the road. Go. One more steaming cup of hot testimony. Indeed. Witness, will you explain yourself to the court? I will give you one more chance to testify. Just what happened that day at Trebian between yourself and the victim?
Yeah, I loaned Elg cash, about $100,000. That day, we was due to have a little chat. The kid had hit his payback date, you see? So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up. When I'm about to flatten the guy, when he starts screaming, yeah, I won $500,000. He got lucky, you know, real lucky. If that waitress hadn't done what she did, everything would have been over.
Now I see that the principal amount you loaned Mr. Elg was $50,000.
Yeah, well, you's gotta see the... You's got the VIG to take into account.
You's got the VIG to take into account.
Interest builds up fast, you know?
It's faster than fast. $100,000 is twice his principal.
And the repayment deadline was December 3rd, the day of the incident in question.
Yeah, he was one lucky kid. He got that $500,000 just in time. So I ain't gonna have a reason to kill. So I ain't have a reason to kill the kid. And if I got no motive, you ain't got no case.
His motive, huh? He has to have one, but what is it? It's because you're in debt as well. For the medical thing.
I loaned him cash, about $100,000, but that day he was due to have a little chat. Kid had his payback date. So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up. I was about to flatten the guy and when he starts screaming, yeah, I won, I got $500,000, I'm real lucky. The waitress hadn't done what she did, everything would have been over.
I mean, but you are also... Tiger's beating Glenn Elg to get back his money. Mr. Elg had just given him the lottery ticket. That would have been the end of it. So what's the Tiger's motive? This is the big one. If I don't manage to undermine it now, why would he have to poison Mr. Elg? And why did he loan him the money in the first place when he knew he couldn't repay him? I loaned Elg cash, about $100,000. $500,000 crossed out. Oh, because he gave him MC Bomber instead. About $100,000. But you, okay. Did he have any way of paying the loan back?
The fool was a gambler. He said he couldn't give it up till he landed a big win. So I agreed to help him.
Help him? You?
I kept hitting him with ideas for ways he could get a big win, but he kept losing.
So you were helping him for his sake or yours?
Win through compromise. Yous help me, I help yous. What's the difference, huh?
I don't believe this. Nick, would anyone really ever loan money to someone they thought was unreliable? Like, for example, if it were you, I'd only loan you $5 max. Thanks, Maya.
That day, we was due to have a little chat. The kid had his payback date, you see.
So how much were you expecting him to pay back that day?
What does you think? The whole package, $100,000 including interest.
It's a real heavyweight punch.
Once the client misses a repayment, you'll call the whole loan in. You wanna make it in my world? Then you's gotta know.
And how many times had Mr. Elg been late with his repayments?
Once. And how much time was he supposed to pay? And how much was he supposed to pay back every month?
$50.
Sounds like Mr. Elg was in a real sticky spot. Yeah, $50 a month, he'd never pay off a loan, that huge of a loan off.
So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up.
How much did he have left in his debt?
You wanna know it in round figures? About $100,000.
That's the whole amount. I'm talking about a guy who had 58 cents in his wallet.
What? You was telling me he wasn't even gonna pay for the coffee?
He certainly seems to have been a brave man, this Mr. Elg.
That guy was smooth, I tell yous. Real smooth. You'll have your money in less than 5 minutes. That's what he says to me. The guy then calls me the Tender Tiger. He was skating on thin ice with that one. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming.
Was that because the
guy had won the lottery. That was his last chance at a big win.
You confirm that this is the ticket in question.
That's it.
And the Millionaire Radio Show starts at 1:30 and runs 10 minutes. That fixes the time that you two met with some accuracy.
And the whole scene was acted out again 30 minutes later. All so that Mr. Kudo could see it.
I can still see the kid's face now. I ain't never gonna forget it. Yes, I won $500,000.
Was there anyone else in the restaurant at the time?
I don't remember.
If there was no one else there, I'll wear that ridiculous tiger shirt for a month. Mr. Armstrong, Maggie, and if I'm right, Violetta Cadaverini were all in there at that time. So the victim had intended to repay you from his lottery winnings from the beginning.
Seems that way to me.
But you normally wouldn't expect to win the lottery, would you? Huh. The undying belief that your next roll will be end the worst losing streak you've ever had. That's what defines a true gambler. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. So fucking based. So freaking based. It makes it sound so cool. Don't be tempted, Nick. You haven't got the willpower for it. Get it fucking twisted. 99% of gamblers quit right before their big win.
All I know is the kid took a shot to get luck, and he got lucky in the end.
If that waitress hadn't done what she did, everything would have been over. The waitress? You mean to go with the glasses in the defendant's chair. Who else would I mean? If she hadn't gotten in the way, things would have been bada bing, bada boom, over and done with. Maybe I should push a little harder on this. Yeah, because because you were also in debt from paying Violetta's bills. Oh, $1 million bill. So why did you have to kill Glenn? Oh, so you could take, so Glenn Elg had a backup plan of the $50,000 or whatever, $500,000 from MC Bomber, and he won the money. And you realized that those two things together, he was only gonna give you one or the other, but you realized in that moment, if you killed him, you could take both MC Bomber and the money, and that you would have the $1 million for Violetta's cranial surgery. So that's how things would have been. What do you mean things would have been over and done with?
You was all there or what? I'm talking about the cash. I was there to get my 100,000 bucks back, that's all. I'm a businessman. It was all coming together before the waitress got in the way.
Glenn would have just given him 100K, yeah. As far as I can tell from the witness's testimony, other than recouping his loan, Mr. Tigre had no motive for killing the victim. Witness, you will amend your testimony to reflect what you just said. His motive.
I was after $100,000. I didn't have no other reason to kill the guy.
Okay. Do I present Violetta's papers? Or MC Bomber? Okay, Violetta's papers. That's what I thought. So you just intended to get back the $100,000 Mr. Glenn Elg owed you, huh?
I loaned the guy the cash. That's my right.
Unfortunately, Mr. Elg, you're a stupid idiot. $100,000 wasn't nearly enough to cover it, was it?
Huh?
About 6 months ago, you were involved in a traffic accident, weren't you? An accident involving a car and a scooter in which a young woman was injured. Wait, didn't we get mugged? Oh, no. We still have the papers because of Gumshoe. Thank you, Gumshoe. She was taken to the hospital, where she underwent surgery.
Where'd you get all this info?
These medical papers document the treatment of the young woman in question. According to these, her operation cost $1 million. Payment for these expenses was due in December of last year and was paid in full. $1 million? A preposterous sum. Someone should sue these HMOs. No one should pay a bill like that. If the medical association got wind of it, the hospital would end up dead as a morgue. But Mr. Tigre had no choice but to pay, because his very life depended on it.
He's pissed.
Deus Ex Machina Gumshoe. For the first time, Gumshoe butting in actually saves us instead of fucking us over. Instead of crashing into a traffic light in Justice for All and stealing the spy camera that we needed as evidence for the D Killer case, this time he's actually succeeding. He's winning. He's carrying the case. Let's go. Where's Pearl during? Oh yeah, Pearl went back to Karain Village. I was gonna say, usually Pearl is the one carrying the case because she's the best character. Second best, Maya's up there, I don't know, they're tied. Maya and Pearl are both the best character. But then, yeah, so Gumshoe learned something from Pearl. He's learned to be a good character. Gumshoe was finally able to do what he does best. Be large. Himbo powers activate.
Order? Or, you say his life depended on it, Mr. Wright?
Indeed it did, simply because the injured woman was none other than Viola Cadaverini. Did you just say Cadaverini? Bruto Cadaverini, mob boss in charge of all underworld activities and the city, and doting grandfather to his precious Violetta, also known as Viola Cadaverini. Shit! Your life is in danger. Your life was in danger unless you paid compensation to the boss, correct? It makes sense. You were desperate to acquire $1 million. Cadaverini demanded of you. So desperate, in fact, that you decided to sacrifice Glen Elg's life to pay your debt.
Order, order, order. What is that? What do you say to that, witness?
It's a nice fairy tale, Trite. But even the witness needed $1 million. Even if they needed $1 million, that doesn't tie him to Elg's murder. Mr. Elg only owed him $100,000, and he had no hope of repaying it anyway. Yeah, that guy wasn't worth my spit. I don't think so. In fact, the opposite is true.
The opposite?
Lending money with no hope of ever seeing repayment would be bad for business. But, in this case, the very fact that Glen Elg had no way to repay the money is crucial.
What?
Do you know where you're going with this, Nick? I've got to think outside the box, Maya. Outside the box? It's very straightforward. Mr. Tigray wasn't after the $100,000 at all.
It seems you have a logical conclusion for this theory, Mr. Wright. Would you care to share it with us?
Oh, so you were gonna let Mr. Armstrong have the winning lottery ticket to pay off his debt. You just wanted MC Bomber because it's worth multiple millions, so that would have covered your debt. That's why you let. Yeah, I guess I don't know. What exactly was Mr. Tigray after? MC Bomber. Glen Elg was a programmer, a highly skilled programmer. That skill was the collateral Mr. Elg put up in order to borrow the money. Care to explain how a skill can be used as collateral to secure a loan, Trite? He had the skill to create a computer virus, and so he did. A virus known as MC Bomber.
Computer virus?
I'm old, I don't know what that means. A computer virus is a program that wreaks havoc on the insides of a computer.
A computer? What does one of those do?
I guess the beard is the only part of, Your Honor, that is from the isn't the only part that's from the Stone Age. I'll explain it to you later. Right now, this is the important point. A virus like MC Bomber would be worth several $1 million on the black market. Mr. Tigray, you couldn't have cared less about the 100K, isn't that right? All you cared about was one thing: the virus, the coronavirus. Remember, this was re-released in 2019. MC COVID. On the day of the murder, Mr. Tigray stole his sole intention was to get his hands on this CD. Glen Elg had no way of paying back $100,000, and Mr. Tigray knew it. But a miracle happened. The miracle happened! The miracle happened! Oh my goodness! The miracle finally happened! Oh my god! Oh my god! The miracle fucking happened! The kind that Mr. Tigray would prefer to say never happened, because it never happened! But he can't, and neither can I. The lottery win? Exactly. At the 11th hour, Mr. Elg won $500,000 in the lottery. Which is why Mr. Tigray had no way of getting his hands on that all-important CD. At least, no legitimate way. Wee, poison. The miracle fucking happened. So he resorted to illegitimate means. That's crazy. He murdered Glen Elg and then made his next move, to frame Maggie Bird for the crime. Mr. Tigray posed as Glen Elg, meaning there was a hot naked Glen Elg in the fucking kitchen for like a couple hours, while Violetta played the role of Miss Bird. Then they reenacted the whole thing in order to establish a witness. The witness being the one we all heard testify yesterday, Mr. Victor Kudo. Like I said, Trite, that's crazy. No one would pull off a stunt like that. For starters, there's no way the chef could have been kept in the dark about it. But Mr. Armstrong was in from the very beginning. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Godot? Mr. Armstrong owed the witness money too, $500,000 in fact. He had no choice but to go along with Mr. Tigre's plan.
Zooey mama!
Order, order, silence or I'll clear the...
Yous put on a good show, Spiky. If yous want to stay alive in the loan shark business, you gotta be careful. You saying I dressed up like a kid, created a witness, and framed someone. But if I did something crazy like that, I'd leave a trail as bright as my shirt. I ain't dumb enough to do something sloppy like that.
I agree.
You do?
Despite your appearance, you are very careful. That's why you took one more precaution. One more trick to make sure Miss Bird had no way out. What? Another one, Mr. Right. Interesting. Why don't you fill us all in, Trite? What was the trick that Mr. Tigre performed to frame the accused? What, his fake attorney badge?
He Gumshoe's lunchbox.
I like how Gumshoe gave us an entire secondary lunchbox just so we can present it to Maggie Bird at the end of the case to prove that we care. Or that he cared about her. Because literally at the end of this, that's definitely why they gave it to me. They're gonna be like, can you prove me a piece of evidence that proves that he actually cares about me? And I'm gonna be able to be like, the lunch that he prepared for you that we ended up eating. But like, it's just funny that it's like, yeah, sure, here's a second random lunch to carry around for several days because we're fucking stupid. Anyway, the miracle happened. What on earth is that? What an insult to think anyone could be fooled by such a childish imitation. He understands the formula of Ace Attorney, the game is a game, fuck! Honestly, the more I thought about the lunchbox, the more I wanted to eat, yeah, wieners and rice. Oh, I gotta answer a call. One moment, chat. Sorry, Jesus Christ. Ads are about to run. What good timing. Hey, welcome back, me. It's me. Hi, chat. There we go. I'm all good. Sorry, I've been so on and off. I've been getting a lot of phone calls and everything today. It's been busier during the stream time than I expected. Mellow, Smelly, what the fuck is this, Ghost? What the fuck is this? Why, I leave for like 5 seconds. Yeah, there were ads anyway. Yummy, ads for, oh, no ads for me, question mark, never mind, there are ads. I see. It's not a game, it's an experience. There we go, now you're all good. I know, but I just always hate having big sections of dead, like, okay, I'll be right back. Chad, just sit around and wait. I get that happens with ads anyway, but like, you know, it sucks. I usually try to do my streams at times where I've finished all my work, there should be no interruption, and it's like, fuck, I'm getting phone calls. Either way, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Finally, he's gone. Fuck, we hated that guy. No, I'm crying.
They are finally advertising Astrobot a week before it comes out. If I had a PS5, I would get that game. Unironically, I'm so excited for Astrobot, and it's a shame I'm not going to be able to play it. Unironically, the PS5's first game. Anyway, we're back, chat. We're so back. Ads should be finishing up. Welcome back. Sorry for the interruption with ads and the break, but good news is there's now going to be no ads during the wrap-up of this case.
What an insult to think anyone could be fooled by such a childish imitation.
Consider yourself insulted, Honor. You stupid idiot. I have a PS5, so I might get it. It looks really fun. It's the first time where like a lot of like Astrobot looks like one of those like first AAA like games on a PS5 where they're like, oh yeah, we're allowed to make family-friendly fun games like this and not just like story-based narrative. I love story-based narrative stuff. But it's like they remembered they're allowed to do fun, wacky, Nintendo-esque whimsical games. I love whimsy. I love whimsy so much.
Sir, you have a life beyond silly game. It's okay to get a phone.
Yeah, I know. It's just frustrating because I try to clear out I try to stream when I won't have stuff happen. But whatever. I know. You know. Nobody likes it. Start streaming and you'll understand. Ha! Got him. Consider yourself insulted, Your Honor. Mr. Tigray. You didn't just pose the victim. You didn't just pose as the victim on the day in question. A month ago, in this very court, you posed as me. Who are you calling Faker, Faker?
What?
I can't believe you would say this. Fuck. I fucking love that heavy breathing dog. It's so good. It's so good. The heavy breathing creature. It's so good, dude. I think over at chat and it just makes me laugh. It's so good. It's so good.
What? That's the truth. But the witness looks nothing like you, Mr. Wright. Although, now that I think about it, it was you, wasn't it? No doubt it was you, standing here this very court a mere month ago, Mr. Phoenix Wright, who put up the most disreputable, shabby defense I've ever seen. Grah! Can you prove that, Gramps? Prove the attorney who represented the accused here a month ago was this man? Are you prepared to take that stand and testify that it was him? Hey.
Forget about it, yeah? I wouldn't do something like that. No, not me. You made a mistake, right? I love that his pose here. I love that his pose here is clearly hearkening back to Mr. Saw It in the first ever case. I love, oh yeah, his spikes are wilting, ew. Ew. They're like fleshy then. I don't know though. I just love that this is clearly the same pose that Mr. Saw It did in the first ever case. That is like a throwback to the first case. I love that reference. I saw the reference and I clapped. I said, I know that. Me when going to have jalapeno cream cheese dip soon. So excited, it's homemade. That sounds fucking amazing if you like jalapeno. Which obviously you do. I wish I liked jalapeno or pepper. I just have no spice tolerance. If I liked it, that'd be good. Yeah, I know, it sounds good. I understand conceptually why the flavors there would work. I just don't like them myself, and also spice, so I'm like really bad with it. But you know, whatever. You made a mistake, right? It was someone else, huh? I can give you half my spice tolerance on loan. Have you no pride, sir? Baseless. He clearly has no pride. This isn't a matter of pride. In case you didn't know, Trite, here in court we deal with people's lives. Mr. Godot is right, Your Honor. Speaking for myself, I'm absolutely convinced. The attorney in question was the witness standing before me now. However, I preside over this court as the judge, with the vested power to hand down a verdict. Someone in my position cannot be swayed by a memory without evidence to support it. No! Spinach dip is similar but not spicy. Maybe I'd enjoy it. I'll have to try it. Win through jalapeno. Real. I ate a whole Carolina Reaper. I can give you 2% of my spice tolerance and it would be enough. I wish I had any. I really, really try, guys. I swear. I keep trying spicy stuff, like mildly spicy, kind of spicy. I've eaten a whole jalapeno just raw, just like, because it was like, fuck it, let's buckle down. And I spent like an hour at the sink, just like in pain. I have none. I have none.
If the defense has no further evidence, the court will now excuse the witness. The circumstances surrounding Mr. Tigre are dubious for sure, but not conclusive.
But we've come so far. Gumshoe is going to open the doors and he's gonna go, "Hey, Pally, I got the fucking deal," and we're gonna say thank you for the fingerprints that prove he was there. Thank you, Your Honor. But that doesn't mean he was in court. That just means he was in the kitchen. You say he impersonated Glenn Elg. You say he impersonated you. But none of that adds up to a murder charge. You don't have a shred of evidence that the witness poisoned the victim's coffee. Nya. Nya? I love that he just immediately snaps back. That's great. Yeah, he's a Neko. Chat, I found a game. Chat, I found a fucking game that I just added to my wish list called... Hold on, I'm pulling up the name now. It's a cat game. It's a cat platformer game that looks really cute and it has really good pixel graphics. It's called Hiro Kato, Hirocato, The Delivery Hero. I saw the dev on Twitter was posting about it, but it's like, it's just adorable. You got a tiny little pixel cat. It's really cool. I like it a lot. I'm probably going to pick it up at some point. It's got a free demo on Steam, so maybe I'll stream it sometime, but we'll see. Sucks to be you, right? You don't mess with the tiger, you're gonna get mauled. You've got that? All we managed to do here was chase him around a bit. But I was so close to getting him to admit his own guilt. Huh. Looks like I won't be needing a refill. If I just had one more piece of evidence, one more piece, maybe some sort of piece of evidence that I gave to Gumshoe and that we were told would come back later 30 minutes into the trial.
Well, this is over. I sure hope Gumshoe doesn't bust through the fucking door.
Wow, I can't believe Gumshoe's not here. Hold it! Your Honor, sir, Pally. It's fucking me!
Detective
Gumshoe. Sorry I took so long, Your Honor. Also, I just shit myself busting through those doors. Holy fuck! He's got the weed! He's doing what? Sorry I took so long, Pally. I staked out everything on this. My badge, I staked everything on this. My badge, the works. So here it is. My heart's counting on this too.
What is this, Detective?
Isn't it obvious, pal? It's the final decisive piece of evidence. What?
Oh my god, he did the thing we were talking about. Oh my god.
Sorry I took so long, pal, but I keep farting when I walk around. Holy shit. I have not had the chance to shit today. I'm just going around perfuming the place. God fucking damn. Sorry I took so long, pal. I finally got the results from the lab. The results? The prints, pal. The fucking prints that we had this whole conversation like literally 30 minutes ago. Oh, so do you know who the prints belong to now? You think I'm some kind of hack detective? Of course I know. So tell us. You know they're the tigers, right? I knew it. You bet. Clear as a crystal. Why is everybody outside the courtroom now? What? Why are we on recess? What? Clear as crystal, all over the bottom. They're Furio Tiger's paw prints, all right. Any fissure in the sliding tectonic cracks that his ass cheeks causes flash. Jesus Christ. I just imagine, hold on. I imagine this, hold on, this sound effect as his ass cheeks move. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's great. We got him now, Nick. Holy Christ. Oh my god. What's wrong with you? Hardly a word since Detective Gumshoe got here. He's laid everything on the line for this. I know. Look, I'm sorry, but this is kind of hard to say, but it really doesn't make a difference whose prints are on that bottle now. Was I supposed to check this bottle? No, Maggie's fingerprints are on this, yeah. Huh? What? Why not? What we need to do is produce, in this final stage of the trial, is irrefutable evidence that the tiger put poison in Glen Elg's coffee. He already admitted that he met the victim. The fact that the prints are on this bottle, that really doesn't make any difference now. I knew it. Great. No matter how hard I try, I fuck everything up. Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. This was our last chance to help Maggie. And I've been working on some useless piece of evidence this whole time. It's all right. I'm a real loser. It's not breaking news to me, pal. Detective Gumshoe? Maggie? You've been working on something for me? Sorry I let you down, Maggie. I know you didn't do it. And I'm a detective. We're supposed to be able to prove stuff like this. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna fucking leave forever. Now, Detective Gumshoe, wait! Oh, it's too late. He's already dematerialized. He's Adams now. He's gone. Is there anything we can do now, Nick? I wish there was. He just broke himself apart at the molecular level at will. Just, I'm no use, foosh. Gumshoe worked so hard to get that evidence. I fucked up, whoosh. If only there was some way I could use it. All right, welcome back to the courtroom. Nyapit. Oh, it's Tom Scott. Made up words like nyapit, schnock, and then he just disintegrates. I know that video.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
I granted you a recess so you can prepare this decisive evidence you've discovered.
Yeah, you've got the link. I'm sure you got it. Yeah. Don't keep us all in suspense, Trey. Show us, naturally. We can assume it's evidence that will actually stand up in court, can't we? Think, Phoenix. Don't let Gumshoe's hard work go to waste. How much more of my time is you gonna waste? I ain't been to no court before, but yous lawyers sure know how to blow things out of proportion. I sure do. Anyway.
No doubt, given the nature of the evidence, it will speak for itself. Nevertheless, you will talk us through it, Mr. Wright.
I'm really backed into a corner here, but maybe if he thinks he got me beat, he'll let his guard down a bit.
Don't keep us waiting any longer, Mr. Wright. Present this final decisive piece of evidence to the court.
I mean, I'm gonna have to assume that it's the thing they gave me. This is the defense's final piece of evidence.
Isn't that the victim's...
Your Honor, naturally the court is already aware of the contents of this bottle. However, interesting new information has come to light. We have clearly identified some fingerprints on it. Fingerprints belonging to you, Mr. Tigray.
What? But Mr. Wright, what conclusion are you hoping to draw from this new information?
Everyone in here knows what the bottle contains, except one man. One person in this courtroom should theoretically be in the dark. My prints were on that pansy-looking bottle? Is that what you saying? Well, what the hell's in it anyway? What, do I bluff and say it's poison? A phony lawyer, a phony trial, and phony clues. Everything about this case has been phony. Seems like the perfect excuse to use some phony evidence. Mr. Tigray, this is the decisive piece of evidence that will prove your guilt. Why? Because it contains... Mr. Armstrong's oil. I mean, they're telling me to lie. This bottle contains potassium cyanide.
But potassium cyanide?
The poison used to murder Glen Elg, Your Honor. The victim's killer used this very bottle. And on this bottle, Mr. Tigray, you found your prints. Well, how do you explain that? You make a good clown, you know that?
What?
You was never gonna get this to stick. He was just making me laugh now. You think a cheap bluff like that's gonna fool me? A bluff?
I can see straight through you, Phoenix Wright, you dumbass. That ain't the bottle with cyanide in it. No, oh, wait. Oh, so you're gonna say it's... The bottle was actually orange and brown, you dumbass. Don't mess with the tiger, you was gonna get ripped to shreds. The cyanide bottle was brown, dumbass, and it was made of glass. The cheap piece of trash don't look nothing like it. Dumbass. Just silent. Can't even click to skip. Got him, at last. What? Why is everyone quiet? I said that the bottle... Is this the bottle that you're referring to? Yeah, that's it. That's the bottle the cyanide was in. But you ain't gonna find my prints on that bottle. Don't let that cozy looking suit fool you people. That lawyer's just playing games. Tell him, prosecutor. You tell the guy where to go. You still haven't figured it out? Don't you realize what you just said? What I said? What did I just say? You were summoned to this courtroom for the first time earlier today. If you really had nothing to do with the murder, you shouldn't have known all the little details. For instance, you shouldn't have known what kind of bottle the poison, the cyanide was in. But just now, you slipped up in front of every single person in this courtroom. You described the exact bottle used by the killer to hold the poison. Yous don't know who yous messing with. I'm the tiger. I control millions of dollars on the black market. Yous think I'm gonna let some jumped up suit get the better of me? Sure, but the last piece of evidence was phony. But that's just what you deserve. The phony trial with a phony lawyer, it was all played out by you, the biggest phony of them all. Biden blast. Did he just fucking die? The lights are out? Oh, he roared so hard the lights are out. Judge, what's going on? It looks like a blackout. Fuck you. Well done, trite. I saved my 17th cup of coffee just for you. Is he gonna throw it out? He threw it at me, fuck you. Savor it. While you watch the police restrain your prey. Yay! Mr. Wright, you caught the tiger by... Fuck off. Oh my fucking god. Wait. These localizations were released within the years and then they were put in the trilogy, right? They didn't do the English localization for the second game when the third game was already out in Japan, did they? Is that, the eeny, meeny, and meeny, miny thing happened way before this shit, right? This was not an elaborate okay, good, thank God. I was gonna say, this was not an elaborate localization joke for eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch the tiger by his toe. But if this one hollers, he won't be let go. Now then, how are things going over there with Mr. El Tigre? He's being arrested on suspicion of murder. The murder of Glenn Elg, Your Honor. Fortunately for us, we managed to rectify a very grave error. Miss Bird was found guilty in the absence of genuine defense attorneys. Yes, she was. And in the absence of genuine evidence. But the tiger made one mistake. Indeed. He very nearly got away with everything if it wasn't for one slip of the tongue. Furio Tigre truly is a frightening criminal. Huh. The truly frightening one is that defense attorney over there. Godot. Very well. I am in my position to deliver a verdict. The court finds defendant Maggie Bird not guilty.
Hooray! Yay!
We did it, Reddit. That's all. The court is adjourned. January 8th, 4:10.
Mr. Wright, I'm at a loss for words. Loss for words. Thank you. 2 best cases in the game coming up. But those are gonna be next time, because I'm not going into the next cases yet. Because I'm gonna take like a 1 or 2 day break, and I do not want to go straight into another giant investment of time.
I think I'm probably, if I'm gonna do a narrative-based, plot-based game tomorrow, it's probably gonna be Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. Because I'm coming up on the end of that game, I think, question mark? 3-5 is the best case in the series even. I'll believe you, I'll believe you. People seem to speak very highly of this game, and so far I've loved it. I've had one bit here in this case 3. Every game does this, where you have to do some random bullshit to pass the time that you would have never had, like, there's no logic in it, it's just go around and do stuff until the game decides to progress time. And I didn't like that part of this case. Every other part of it's great, especially the last half of this case. After you get past the whole, you have to go to the detective agency to progress the whole, explain what a virus is, because we're assuming the audience doesn't know what a virus is. Other than that, once you get past that point, case is great again. It starts great, dips in the middle, and gets really good. I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, sir. Congratulations, Maggie. If only there was some piece of evidence that showed me that Gumshoe was actually a good guy who cared about me, but now I feel like I can forgive him. That wasn't me, that was the tiger who did that thing. Look, Nick, look in the doorway. Detective Gumshoe. Oh, I rematerialized myself from it. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye, I did it again, fuck. I rematerialized again. Detective Gumshoe. Oh yeah, congratulations, Maggie. Thanks. I knew you were innocent all along. Why didn't you say that in your testimony then? Huh? Oh, well, well, I guess I'll be heading out. Goodbye. Wait up, detective. He just ran off again. Maggie, why are you being so hard on him? He busted his butt for you. It's thanks to him that we got that medication bottle. That wasn't even of any use, but it was. It's only because Mr. Wright used it so cleverly. Detective Gumshoe was just running around in circles. Poor guy. Looks like she still hasn't forgiven him already. You can't put in a good word with him, Nick? Yeah, Maya's right. I should keep Gumshoe out. It's clear he needs it. Maggie? Oh, I should help him out. You know, Detective Gumshoe's really worried about you through all of this. I wanted to believe that, sir, but if only there was a fucking bento box made specifically for me by him. He gave the judge a free pass to lock me up. He didn't have any choice, Maggie. He's a detective. He had to report the facts. He doubted me, that's why. He thought I might have done it. I've got to prove to her that Gumshoe really cares about her. There's fucking no way of doing this. It's the lunch special. It's the fucking lunch special. Here you are, a present to celebrate your freedom. That's a present from Detective Gumshoe. It's several days old at this point, made with a ton of love. He said you lost weight and he was worried about you. Detective Gumshoe? I actually really like weenies, you know. Sound effect. Did you guys hear that? It was like this fucking ghost. I'm pretty hungry myself, you know. Yeah, the trial dragged on a bit today, didn't it? Is it okay if I eat this, like, right now? Yay! Maya's not even hungry. She's crying while eating it. It's so fucking good. It's really fucking good. And so the case of the phony versus the serious allegations, something the false allegations got by Maggie have all been cleared up. Just like the meal, and who knows, maybe a whole new chapter of her life is about to start. So she's gonna appear in every game having been in some fucked up evil predicament that she caused herself, right? Or like not really caused herself, but just like got roped into. Episode 3, Recipe for Turnabout. The end. Episode 4, Turnabout Began. Edgeworth! Yes! Wait, is this gonna be another flashback case? Spoilers, yeah, oh, okay, so well, there's my confirmation that there's 5 cases in this. Edgeworth. So, wait, is this a flashback case again? We get another flashback case, but this time for Edgeworth instead of Mia? Fucking awesome. Is that fucking Edgeworth? Holy shit. Oh my god. Episode 4, Turnabout Beginnings. Part 1-1. What, are we gonna play the okay, I'll watch I usually watch the intro. I usually watch the intro for the cases. The girl. Let her go.
Shut up! Come closer, and I'll kill her.
Mia?
Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance.
Is that supposed to be Mia? It's a little too blurry to tell. Wah!
Okay. I'm on Reddit all day. I'm reading through the file of an old court case.
Why am I in the hospital?
It was the first one on my longtime mentor, Mia Fey. What the fuck is this? What is happening? Terry Falls. Terry Falls, kidnapping, murder, sentence, death penalty. Fugitive moments. After escaping, Falls met with and then murdered Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, recaptured at Eagle Mountain. Fuck. Okay. Her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. That was a whole year before Mia.
Why am I in the hospital?
Before we even ever met. Six years earlier, Mia Fey, first trial.
Finally, oh my god.
Was Edgeworth the prosecutor? Wait, hold on. No, it would have to be Diego, right? I'm almost certain it's that Diego, and that Diego became Godot, and that's why he wants revenge on Phoenix, but I don't know what that means. I'm gonna go have dinner. Enjoy your evenings, everybody. Take care, Kay. What the fuck is this? I did not expect another flashback. This completely I am so glad. There are so many plot twists. This is fucking awesome. Oh, I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm gonna die. I never should have accepted this case. Hi, my name is John Guiltyman. Eek! Good morning. Don't be so jumpy, Mia. I didn't do nothing, I swear. I didn't kill nobody. I ain't kill nobody.
Terry Falls, my first client, sentenced to death 5 years ago, and now a prison escapee. Just relax, Mia. Make small talk and try to relax him. I like that he still got the ball and chain. So why did you escape anyway?
I'm sorry. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. No, I never lie.
But Mr. Falls, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago.
Sorry, I told a little lie.
Oh boy.
But anyway, I didn't do it. I never killed nobody.
Sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right? I'm really sorry.
They sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was tricked, I tell you. That woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. I swear it, I didn't kill her.
2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. Then about 8 hours later, a policewoman was murdered before police could recapture him. The police believe that Terry Falls did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman?
Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped.
So that much is true. He did meet with the victim. Why are you doing this out here in the lobby?
But I didn't kill her. She was alive when I left. She was alive! Is it true?
I can trust him, right? I mean, I should. Huh. Oh, no, it's you. Yeah, fuck you. It's you.
You're not gonna figure out the truth just by staring at the guy.
Why? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, what do I even look for? Oh, no. Hold on. Why is he fucking mogging? Why is he fucking mewing so hard? Hold on. What's the fucking... Oh, man. Where's the fucking face? Where's the fucking face? Yeah. Do I have it? Yeah. This fucking guy. Hold on. Why is he doing the? Oh, I got. It's so close. I've almost got it. Here we go. Where is it? Where's OBS? There we go. Why is he doing the face? Why?
He's doing the fucking face. It's so clear. You just rotate it a little bit. You just rotate it a little bit. It's the same fucking face. Does he know? What do I know? Where's the coffee? He's not drinking coffee right now. This is pre-coffee. Play this. Wow. Oh my gosh, he's so epic. The name's Diego, yo. I like coffee, yo. I'm a prosecutor, yo. It's so Sigma. Oh my god. Oh, it's so good. Why is he looking at me like that? Put the mask back on. Fuck you. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Oh, it's so good. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, fuck. Why are you here? I came to see how our little kitten was doing. Don't worry. Don't worry, kitten. Daddy's here. You were all alone in the big scary lion's den. I thought maybe you'd like someone to play with. Discord mod? Well, let's kill him. Where's Mr. Grossberg? Huh, that old man's probably still in bed. But he's clutching an empty bottle and mumbling in his sleep. Aren't I good enough? Armando. Wasn't his name Diego Armando? Yeah, because I made the joke that, yeah, he go die, Diego, but he Armando. There we go. Yeah, it's, after all, it's a me, Diego Armando. I didn't say, so Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Office, is here for me? No. You got it all wrong. Today, you're the finest. After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine. An escaped death row convict for a first client. Thanks. I sure wish I could get out of it though. Huh, relax. I just heard some good news. The prosecutor for today is fresh out of his diapers as well. Really? However, unlike a certain somebody I won't mention, he's earned his reputation as a genius from since beginning his law career. Edgeworth, you took down Maya at the start? Genius? Well, it's about time to head in, kitten. Stop this! Sharpen those claws of yours. It's time to go. A solitary confinement cell for the condemned must be the world's loneliest place. And that's why my client ran away from. And that's what he ran away from. Every other lawyer gave up on him, but not me. When I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple childlike voice, I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth. Yeah, but I get ruled guilty in this. Diaper mention number 2. A lot of diaper mentions this year. Plus the go to the bathroom. No. So, I mean, I know how this ends. I get found guilty here. Like, I lose. Mia lost her first case. Okay. Yeah, there's fucking Edgeworth. No! Oh. Best judge. He's the worst. He's the worst judge. Or is this the same judge? He's just younger. Court is like now in session for the trial of Terry Falls. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. I'm glad I get to be Edgeworth again. I get to do that. Different man. Yeah, different man. All right. The judge is canonically Canadian. Okay. I understand the lawyers for both sides are newcomers. I know I'm going for the stereotypical Canadian voice, but
It just makes sense. Canadian, says the Canadian. Yes, Your Honor. I'm Mia Fey.
Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor.
Fuck, what was the voice I was just doing? I need to, like, figure it out. I, like, haven't done that one before, so I have to, like, make it up.
You're both the new prosecutor everyone's talking about, eh? They say you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age. At 20, Your Honor.
I guess our little kitten hasn't earned himself much of a reputation yet, huh?
Come on, Mia. You can't lose yet, not to somebody younger than you. Huh. Young people running a trial. I'm not too sure how I should feel about that. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon, is that correct? Precisely.
But the defendant is not on trial for escaping prison.
On the day that the defendant escaped, a policewoman was murdered. So we're here to determine if Mr. Falls is the cause of her death. Wait, we're just now figuring that out? Mia, holy shit. How are you just now figuring out? Why? I hate, he's literally, dude, he's literally fucking, oh my god. Why is he staring at me like that? Why is he staring at me like that? I don't like it. I don't, put those lips away, man. Put them, he's mewing. Put those cheekbones away. Look at those fucking cheekbones. Jesus Christ, look at his fucking cheekbone. What, stop it. He's mogging the hell out of me, Jerry.
We're here to determine if Mr. Falls was responsible for her death. You got it, kitten.
Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement. Yes, Your Honor, it was 5 years ago. The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. Big Chungus.
I gotta remember the voice I based his entire thing off of is that fucking, Big Chungus. What are you talking about, Liquid Snake?
Have you heard of Big Chungus, brother?
There we go, that's the voice here.
The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old. A truly horrible crime. I remember it well. There was no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted. Correct, but in the end, what finally decided the case was a certain witness's testimony.
A witness's testimony? Why does Edgeworth look younger and older at the same time? His face is less sharp.
The testimony of Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal.
So, Dahlia's mom, right? This is like a generational thing? But that's only a 5-year gap. That doesn't make sense. Did Valerie change her name?
She arrested Mr. Falls at the scene and later testified against him. She said she witnessed Mr. Falls throw his younger victim into the river.
Maybe you just shot her.
Oh, this policewoman fucked up, shot the hostage that he took, and then was like, nope, he killed her, because they were trying to save their, they were trying to save face at the fact that they tried out shooting a hostage situation. Or maybe because it's a rickety okay. Fucking soul read. And I'm not gonna get through this today, so I'm not gonna know. The metal ball that he holds, because he can carry his metal ball and chain, reflected the bullet into the hostage, and she shouldn't have shot. And that's gonna, and she's gonna be like, he clearly killed her and threw her in, but it's her own fault for shooting at the hostage situation, and she blamed it on him. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in there are never recovered. We shall remember this later. Yeah, we'll see. I might be totally off base. I always like come up with like a billion different theories. But we'll see. I just feel like that's the I feel like I've got a read on how these cases are written now. So Miss Hawthorne's testimony was the only one that put him away. The policewoman you just mentioned, that wouldn't be exactly the victim, the same woman who was killed 2 days ago. Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. Ah, I see. The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago with only one thing in mind, taking revenge against the woman who convicted him.
It's the truth is becoming clear to me now. Stop with the fucking AI Vinny face. Huh? Yeah. It's quite obvious the defendant's guilty. Fucking instant. This guy fucking sucks. Wait a minute, that's not right. At least hear the case before you decide the outcome, Your Honor. Yeah. I got Fortnite to play. Deadlock servers are open right now. I want to go play Deadlock. Watch yourself, Miss Faye. I'm not sure I care for your word choice or your tone of voice. Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders. Why, you're even younger than me, hypocrite. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness. I called it, by the way, the Canadian voice that I'm pulling from for this judge is literally just the episode of King of the Hill where they have Canadian neighbors do a house swap with Boomhauer, and they're like, they come in and they're like, oh, you watch football? That's great, but hockey's better. And they have to, like, I like it because it's like, oh, new people in the neighborhood. Oh, it's going to be an episode about people who are different than you and yada, yada, yada. But the twist on it is that the Canadians actually are just assholes. It's such a good episode. Yeah, that's a pretty good beer, but it's not Canadian, so it can't be as good, right? I call upon the detective who is in charge of the initial investigation of this case. What, young Gumshoe? Oh my fuck, he's just wearing a different color coat. Witness, state your name and occupation. Gumshoe, detective. My name's Detective Gumshoe, I'm younger. Gumshoe, Dick Gumshoe. I'm the homicide detective in charge of the case, sir. Oh, this is where they met. I finally got promoted to the detective division half a year ago. That's the same coat, it's just so dirty. Baby.
My name's Baby Gumshoe. I'm here to solve the case.
Baby Gumshoe. I said something else originally when I saw it and regretted it. Baby Dick? I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? Oh hey, holy shit, it's Baby. That's fucking good. I don't believe anyone asked you about that. Hey ma'am, you got any idea how much work it takes?
Moment warning to the following districts.
Ew, ew.
Sugma, Ofa.
And Sugandese. What is it? You're really gorgeous. Fucking shut up. Why does every male character, God, Jesus Christ, something the male gaze? No, seriously, my heart is aching for you. Detective, I thought your heart went out to Maggie Bird. You're such a fucking weirdo. Pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise, I'll write you up on contempt so quick that something other than your heart will ache. Oh, okay, I got it. I mean, she is pretty. Yeah, but every fucking character decides to be flirtatious in, like, weird ways, especially with weird age gaps in this series, and I'm sure this probably isn't a weird age gap. I don't know how old Mia is here. He's 26, he's way younger, you know, but, like, after Berry Big Circus, in which 3 of the characters were flirting with a 16-year-old, it's like, fucking, brother. The series likes doing that a lot. I can't unsee it. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it fucking is. I can't unsee it. Now, detective, tell us about the incident. Yes sir, right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. I'm gonna save this for next time. Well. We'll get into this next time. That's the cliffhanger for you, chat. That's the cliffhanger. Ace Attorney, great game. Love, I'm very interested on where this case is gonna go. I don't know why Phoenix was in a hospital bed in the flashback. What, did I get hit by a bus as well? Why is Phoenix in a hospital bed? What did he fucking do? What happened to Phoenix in that flashback? Why? Why? I don't know, you know? I don't know, you know? I feel like that's not gonna be answered until case 5, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, Ace Attorney's fucking awesome. Truck-kun strikes again. He got fucking isekai'd to the past. He's in a coma and he's seeing Mia's first case. Sold kidney for new suit. Ace Attorney, but it's like one of those isekai titles that has way too much text and is a really long title. And it's like, I was struck by a car and am having flashbacks to my former tutor's ghost's lawyer's life! Exclamation mark trilogy. But it's in the Phoenix Wright font, you know? Anyway, this game is really good. I see why people... Now that I'm past the hardest part of the previous case, I really like how that case wrapped up. The ending of that case pulled it back. I voiced I had some frustrations, shall we say, with some parts of that case, but I really, really, really did like that case overall. It pulled it back a lot at the end. And so I think really, ultimately, sorry, I'm just like looking at Twitch and I just see that I have the ability to knock on certain streams that I definitely shouldn't have the ability to do that on. Twitch's new knock feature is silly. Anyway, hey, Juice Galaxy is a pretty neat game. I don't expect this to take too long, but I definitely do want to do Juice Galaxy. For those who have never seen Juice Galaxy, it is surreal and great and funny and goofy, and I enjoy it. Final Trial is a dating sim, sorry to spoil. It's the romance arc where they finally get together, right? Yeah. Edgeworth and Phoenix, of course. So, for anybody who's not seen, I was about to say Gel Galaxy, Juice Galaxy before. The game is surreal and weird and wacky, but in a really cool way. It's a solo dev project, and it's so good. Juice Galaxy update. Whoop. There we go. Also, they have a ton of good music. The music is way better than it should be for Juice Galaxy. I like how it, because of my little PNG tuber position, it looks like it says load game or me game. It's me. I'm the game. Oh, so this is my character from last time. Mellow. Oh yeah, I had a couple like test speedrun saves as well. Where am I? So this is my character. I made him spindly and funny. I've got a gun. I've got the ability to cast explosion magic. You can fly. I think the way I want to go is this way. Whee! The original Melon Man. Yes. The music in this game is so good. It's so vibey. I love. Is the skull here the fountain? There's a skull on my mini-map, but it's not pointing anywhere that makes any sense. Either way, let's see if I can return to the, let's see if I can return to the central fountain. I want to go to Bubbletopia. So this is a solo dev game. Yeah, this is definitely the right way. This is a solo dev game, and he updates it every once in a while with really good dev logs if you've never seen it. I should drink. Actually, no, I shouldn't. I don't know, it is the weekend, so, you know, even though it's late, you got the weekend ahead of you. You know what's best for you. You make your own call on that. But you know what to do. He's got to stop all the ghosts that are coming through. He's here to fight for me and you. He's got to stop a bug. He's Daddy Phantom. There's a new feature apparently where you can... Yo, what's up, Ingot? Yo, what's the haps? Wanna go fight some monsters? Follow me. Okay, let's go! So there's a new feature where you have followers. And now Ingot will follow me around. Can I use the car? How do I use the car? Inventory, car, E. No, use the car. Inventory. Use. Can't use Signy's wheels while paused. Okay. Press Q, there we go. Yay, he hops on top of the car, that's what it is. I don't have gas money, he says. Whoa. So I think it's in this direction. In the dev's update video, he said the new area is off some way by Hulk Hogan's mushroom. There's a Hulk Hogan character in this game, and he's like, if you go in that direction through this archway, I think it was this archway, or through these archways in general, they should lead you to Bubbletopia. Don't do drugs, kids, or do drugs. They're based. They're based. They're based. Base. Oh, I actually want to go to Bubbletown. It's a wonderful land where the party's always popping. You can be my +1, just don't cramp my style. It's way out past Hogan at Bubbletown. Yeah, I mean, I know. Oh, cool. It gave me a marker. Oh, here we go. Whee! Here we are. To space. I love that the pitch of the music goes with your speed. Bubblean. As Bubbleans, we try to keep things light and effervescent. Here goes another bubble.
Look, we can't be goofing around. We gotta keep blowing bubbles.
Bubbletopia.
He's always eyeballing us. Here goes another bubble. Compensation hot because of inflation.
There is no greater honor than to serve the Queen of Juice. The Juice Queen, that is.
What up, sentient bubble?
Hi there. Welcome to Bubbletropolis.
Bubbletropolis.
No bubbles, but you're blowing bubbles. Enjoy your stay. And just remember not to pop any of our bubbles. We work so hard. Anyways, I gotta go blow some more bubbles. Bye-bye, bubble burst. Bye. Oh, no, we only got a surplus of like 7 more bubbles.
I love this. Oh no, a bubble burst. We only got a surplus of like 7 more bubbles.
Keep blowing, the queen's gonna be so happy. Did you hear? That plunger pants fellow came through here popping all that bubbles. He was asking about
Some kind of big
that
wheel.
that time, I'll tell you that much.
Like Ingot in the background, flinging himself through the air.
That guy Peter Plunger Pants came through here asking about some kind of wheel. Good luck, Bojo. I don't even know what a wheel is. The Queen's forces blew him away, but we're out of bubbles. We're super behind.
We're behind the bubble quota. Yeah, what's up with you, Big Bubble?
As long as we keep blowing bubbles, we don't all get killed.
Yeah? Can I talk to you? What's up, Big Bubble? I don't want to kill you. I don't want to kill these guys. I want to talk to the Bubbletopia guys.
You remind me of that Plunger Pants guy. The Queen's forces showed up and sent him packing. He was popping too many of our bubbles.
Oh, Plunger Pants.
Into the bubble you go, Ingot. Hi there. Welcome. Yes. And we were. Anyway. Bye-bye.
Okay. Okay.
Did you hear?
Okay, so
That guy
they're repeating.
was
I don't want to pop all the bubbles. I don't want to kill them all. I feel like the solution, where it's guiding me to, is to kill all these guys. Look at their grand bubble. I don't want to pop this.
we gotta blow some more bubbles.
Can I talk to you?
Whoa!
Best bubble under attack. I need to pop that bubble.
Let's keep those bubbles flowing. Oh!
I don't got a problem with the bubble boys. I don't want to fight and kill these guys. Is there anything else I can do here? I feel like my only option is to kill. A bubble wand. My inventory's full, damn. Guess I gotta drop some of my stuff. And I have 2 giant Dragon Slayer swords. Let's just get rid of the pink one and we'll get the bubble wand.
Remember, juice is everything. We process juice.
Bubble flurry. So there's a bunch of bubble-based items that were added to the game as well. Everybody likes bubbles. I can spawn a bunch of little bubbles. Whee! Whee! Double bubble homicide trouble. Attempted bubble homicide. I'm committing bubble homicide, true, real. Where did my gun go? There it is. The worm gun. Yeah, it automatically slots this stuff in my inventory pretty well. Is there anything else going on around the Bubbletopia, or am I gonna have to kill? I love the voice acting of, we gotta do that. We gotta blow some more bubbles.
Bubbles are stronger than steel.
I don't know how to describe it. It reminds me of like a 90s cartoon. Yes, juice. Bouncy juice. Just more bouncy juice. I don't need it. I mean, do I pop the grand bubble?
No killing.
He said no killing.
Why are you on a...
Why are you
the shirt? Ow! Why are you on a... Ow! What the shirt? Oh!
He doesn't seem to be killable. He has like infinite health.
You must stay bubbly and obedient.
Street running out of bubbles out here. Into the bubble you
Do I need to kill these guys?
Oh, bye. Bubbles are stronger than steel.
Bubbletopia.
We gotta blow more bubbles for the queen.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
So when they die, they float in the air. Oh, I can drink them. I forgot. I'm a vampire. Canonically. Stop it! They're bubbles. If I turn off all the bubbles, maybe they'll fight me.
Ow!
They do serve the Queen of Juice, and she's like evil or something. I'm the one rebelling against the way of the juice.
Oh! Bye-bye.
We blow bubbles for the queen, and she doesn't blow us all up.
But they're just doing it to not be blown up.
Hey, Watcher, no one pops bubbles on my watch. Whoa!
Whoa,
Whoa!
they're getting aggressive with me.
Why are you on a... Bye-bye.
How many more of these guys are there?
Everything. We process juice, and we never chill. We definitely are not here to
What the
chill.
shirt?
Juice is everything. We are definitely not here to chill. The game is confirming it wants me to attack these guys.
Bye-bye.
Yum yum yum.
Now I'm gonna pop yours. Why are you on a... Don't make us call it juice queen. Ow!
Yeah, call in the juice kid. Yeah, call her in. Call her in. I want to fight the juice queen.
Okay, bye-bye.
Hey, giant bubble man. It's just you and us.
Ow!
I really can't kill him. There's a bubbly-in. I hear you. Wah!
Bye-bye.
There's no greater honor than to serve the queen.
I disagree. The queen is cringe. Death to the Juice Queen. The end of Juice is nigh.
Breakfast boy, we thought you learned your lesson already. Bye.
I like that they say bye when they die. They're so carefree, they're so whimsical, they're such great creatures. And I'm just here ruthlessly killing like some sort of barbarian. These guys just keep spawning. Huh.
What the shit?
I like that they say what the shirt instead of what the shit. Is there something on top of their big bubble? Do I pop their big bubbles? Is that what I must do? Tell me, Lord, what must I do?
There's nothing out there but empty vapor. Focus on your bubbles, everybody.
Level 103 bubble.
Here goes another bubble. Oh, not sure what the queen even does with all these bubbles. I hope it's not getting you here. Why are you here?
Okay.
This guy definitely not like.
Maybe I can finally get this bubble dead.
Our situation really.
I keep expecting them to say, "What the Sigma?"
Bubbles for the queen.
I'm tired of blowing bubbles.
They don't even want to blow the bubbles. I'm freeing them.
Whoa! Here goes another bubble. Oh, nice bubbles. Thank you. Here's another bubble.
I wonder if sharp objects like a sword do extra damage to bubbles.
Don't have to visit bubbles.
Here's another bubble.
Actually, the most damage I can do is just ramming my body into the bubble. There we go.
I don't know how many more bubbles. Oh. Ow! Bye-bye. What the shit?
What the shirt?
Ow! What the shit?
There's nothing out there but empty vapor. Focus on your bubbles.
Also, hi, Sheva. Didn't say it because I was so absorbed in popping the bubble, but hello. Hi. Thanks for coming by. Bubble buddy. You popped it.
He ruined my bubble journal. Mr. Electric, kill him.
That Seymour's such a bubbly jerk.
Who's Seymour? Seymour Butts?
There's no greater honor than to serve the queen.
Ow!
Bill Wirt's Fever Dream game? Yeah, I feel like that's fair. I honestly feel like that is fair to say. It's very Bill Wirt's core.
Ow! What the shit?
Although a little bit more in the Fever Dream surrealism direction. Perhaps.
Oh, I'm gonna like bubble. What the shit?
Whee! How many more grand bubbles are there? 1, 2... I just see 2. They put juice in everything. What is a good weapon to attack bubble with? Pineapple gun? Ordinary pineapple. I think this pineapple gun was pretty good, right? Honestly, it's not doing too much. Okay, pineapple gun's okay. What about shot damage? Equip, there's the anvil.
What the shit? What the shit? Why are you here? We gotta blow some more bubbles.
I love this game's creative direction, which is just silly. Okay, this one's not doing too much either. Arc fork. Quit. Like a little taser. I just gotta get in and maybe I can do big damage. You know what? What's my strongest? 2, 5, 2.4. Plunger does 1. Wasp head. Tiny juice. Worm gun. Pizza. Pizza. Pickle. Honestly, the giant Dragon Slayer sword's probably my strongest weapon for this. Forgot how big it was. Comically large weapon. The Gut Sword.
Not sure what the weed even does to all these bubbles. I hope it's not for a bath.
I hope we just put these in a bath. You know what the voices really remind me of? Homestar Runner. Very Homestar Runner.
Oh, that's really nice of you to do. Bubbles right there. Oh, thanks. They seem like bubbles.
Peak gameplay, by the way. This is cinema. When people say games aren't art, show them this.
As long as we keep all the bubbles, we don't all get killed.
Come on, just crash into it. Just ram your body into the boober. Okay, how many more grand bubbles are there? I think there's just the one. Ah. Ram, just wiggle my body into it. I love Final Fantasy. Yeah, this is actually Final Fantasy. Hold on. Amazing idea. I love the... Oh, this is awesome. I love this game. Hold on, here we go. Accidentally, there we go. Let me turn it up a little. Is this peak? Why did they spend all that money on a Final Fantasy VII remake when they could have just made this? Honestly, pretty boneheaded from Sony. Frankly, pretty boneheaded. What on earth is even going on? Cinema. The giant cartoon bubble creatures are trying to make juice for the Juice Queen, so I'm slaying it, and this is me, and I'm holding my giant sword. Anybody who missed the first Juice World stream, it's called Juice Galaxy now. It used to be called Juice World, and then the dev changed it. They're a solo dev that made this very fun solo project that is really, really entertaining. Honestly, this game's free, by the way. This game's free on Steam. Go play it from the beginning if you've never experienced Juiced Galaxy. Juiced Galaxy is 100% free on Steam, made by a solo dev who updates it in their free time. And it's shockingly entertaining and good. I sincerely, I'm not even joking, I recommend this game. Well, that's all their big bubbles popped. You're out of bubbles, buddy. There's another big bubble. Is it just gonna keep spawning them? Or did I just miss this one? Surely this is the last big bubble.
We pour bubbles for the queen, and she doesn't blow us all up.
The queen might not blow you all up, but I will. Because I'm evil or something. I love what the shirt. That's so stupid, I love it. Assuming it got changed for copyright. I think it just got changed because Juice WRLD is the former rapper guy. I mean, I just think it was just to make the game come into its own identity more. So it would not get compared to things and all
We don't
that.
know if we're gonna have enough bubbles for the queen.
Why does the queen even want bubbles? The bubble does not yield juice. You hear that noise? It sounded like a Half-Life 2 zombie going. But yeah, the vibes of this game are unironically pretty immaculate. They're confusing and strange and weird and wacky, but they're also pretty great.
We never chill. We're not here to chill.
Forget the fog, there's nothing out there.
Here we go.
Ow, the shirt.
All the giant bubbles have been popped. If there's another one, I retire.
Ow.
Are they gonna fight me yet? Yeah, all the giant bubbles have been popped.
Nice bubbles.
What about you? Can I fight you?
Hey, they're attacking. Ow. Ow.
You seem to out-heal it,
The
so.
shirt. Whoa.
The big bubble's in trouble.
Why are you on a? Oh, why are you on a? Ow.
I can't kill you, buddy.
What the shirt?
Giant Elder Bubble is too strong. He's unkillable.
You remember the sky's definitely not made of plywood.
Can I talk to him or something? I want to talk to him. Whee! Can't let this bubble get too big. What about the giant bubble? I thought I couldn't do damage to it earlier. But what if I get on top of the big bubble? Dark Souls ass sword. I mean, Dark Souls is literally just like Miyazaki basically writing a game that's borderline fan fiction of Berserk. It's literally Guts' Dragon Slayer sword from Berserk. But at the same time, that's what Dark Souls is, so. Here's the bubble, fellows.
Stop that, the bubble.
Whee!
Always an honor to serve the queen of truth. The truth queen, that is.
I think this might be it for Bubbletopia. This area is pretty new, so this just got added. Some new bubble items and etc. as well. But I'm like standing up here trying to talk to them.
Here goes another bubble.
And I can't talk to the,
Oh,
I can't talk to the bubble.
Ow.
Whee! No, I got everything maxed out. There's a remix album that the dev made with a bunch of like really cool, like Disaster Piece made music for Juice WRLD. Look up the RMX album for Juice WRLD or Juice Galaxy, and you'll find like Water Flame, the guy who did Castle Crashers, made a song for the remix album. Some very, very, very cool composers have worked on Juice Galaxy music, and they propped it up on YouTube. So if you like the music and the weird glooby vibes, there's more to it than what was already here. There's a lot. Why am I even here? Gaming? I think gaming would be the answer. I ask myself why you guys are here in the first place many times. It's quite silly, quite goofy. Oft I find the answer is gaming. Why am I even alive? It's a fake tree? Why is everything getting red? Hello, Pink World? Everything is fucked up. Why is it turning dark and red? Holy fuck, I forgot about Fez. Yeah. The composer that did Fez worked on this? That's amazing. Yeah. Well, I mean, in the remix album, they took the music. I believe the solo composer, the solo dev is also the composer. I might be wrong. Regardless, a bunch of like Water Flame, Disaster Piece, all these other guys did remix because they know of and enjoy this game. And so they all contributed to making it, you know, a thing. Ooh, a water tower. It's like a fever dream simulation RPG game. It's great. Prismatic juice. Prismatic juice, don't need it. Let's return home, I guess. Yeah, it's very, very cool. Whee! You know what I can do? I can go back to the start of the game to show what this game's like. Yeah, Stuart Keller, that's the guy. Whee! I've played some of the remix music before on stream at the start and end because it's just really, really good. It's in my Stream Safe playlist. Adding this, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. The music, the vibes, and again, this game is 100% free. You can pick this up, install this, and be playing this within 10 minutes if you want. This is a fully leveled character and save file. Let's check out what's going on through the other archway. If that archway goes to Bubbleopolis, this one goes to the Wasp Nest, right? I've already killed the Wasp, but I think they respawn probably. The Wasp. There's some way to jump in this car, I just don't remember how do you do it. There's like a Tony Hawk style meter where you can like pull off tricks. Not E, is it? Flip, damn it, flip. Forget how you do it. I'm not in this car, by the way. Some glitch has occurred where I'm, yeah. So this is just the Wasp Nest. Whee! Is there a king in this game or only a queen? As far as we're aware of, I mean, there's like the Wasp Queen, but there's all these different factions that live in this little goofy world. There's the Nightmare Eater. In a way, that guy's the king, I guess. But the lore is vague and the game is very much unfinished in its current state, being continuously worked on by just one guy in his free time. So it's currently, all we know is that there's somebody called the Juice Queen and we want her dead. She's evil or something. There we go. See, I managed to do a trick there. Is it space? Yes, space allows you to flip. There we go. Whee! Okay, got it. Yeah. So I do like this. Damn, hold on. Damn, I'm trying to get the tricks. It's harder than I thought it would be. There we go. Yep, up. We're rolling. Beep, beep. Yummy, chip for dip with cream cheese and all jalapeno for me. Sounds yummy. Oh, there we go. Good trick time. Yeah. It was apparently just okay, but oh hey, look, giant man. Superficial Viodectalinear. Cool. That guy's got a good name. Yo, what up? Which means the fountain's right over there. It counts. I like that some trees are just different colors for no reason, and they have like health bars and groan when you hit them. Yo, what's up, Ingot? You're back alive. That's nice. Hi, hi. Into space I go. Because when you get high enough up in the air... Wow-wee. Wow. The Juice Planets. The Juice Galaxy. Where's the entrance to the Juice Planet? There it is.
So you've returned?
Yes.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Yep.
Have you seen what you wanted to see?
Yeah-huh.
Recess has been over for a long, long time, and you didn't even ask to leave campus. You are in so much trouble. Prepare to die.
No. Oh, I forgot she does this.
Oh, that usually works. You've been drinking the juice, have you? Very good. Well, okay. There is more than one way to correct problem behavior.
Fight me.
Okay, class. Time to wake up. You'll soon understand.
The juice is evil. I will slay the Juice Queen.
Arise, my juicy alumni. Just hold still and let me teach you.
Whee! Got ya.
If this is the way it must be, then let it. I only wanted to teach you the true meaning of juice.
And I learned it. Whee! Me when I get my bubbly. It's cinema. Got some good juice over there. Hey, what up, Signy? Hey, what's up? I'm Signy. I have forbidden knowledge. I'm good. It's a beautiful galaxy out there. There's juice to be had. Well, I've done streams of this game before. I've shown off a lot of what there is to do in this game. Ooh. Music? Ooh, music? Whee! Yeah, the soundtrack for this game is surprisingly good. The whole game is everything is surprisingly good. I like the T-posing. Yeah, well, that's just how he stands. See? Howdy! His arms don't go down beyond that point. He's made of metal. His name is Ingot. He's great. We love Ingot in this household. It's so ambient and enjoyable, I don't really want to wrap it up, you know? Juice Galaxy is great, though. Juice Galaxy is very, very good. Thank you to the dev for making and doing this as a solo project that he works on for fun. Very, very neat. Like I said, Juice Galaxy segment wasn't going to be too long. It wasn't like a crazy update. All the updates are usually just nice little stuff that you can play around with. I'm gonna wait for another major update before I come back to Juice Galaxy, but I just wanted to check in on it. I saw there was an update literally dropped like today, and I was like, ooh, absolutely. It's been a while since I did Juice Galaxy. And again, this game is free. All the music is free to listen to on YouTube and everything. There's a remix album that's incredible. I love this guy's stuff. I think this is super good. And also, it's worth watching the devlogs for this game because the dev makes little devlogs that are just adorable. They're just little. He uses all in-game tools and dev tools to like talk to the camera and give little presentations and show stuff off. It's great. It's great. It's a great little game. Yeah, and Juice Galaxy at the end of the day is just a fun game conceptually. It's just good. I love Juice Galaxy. We got 30 minutes before ads are supposed to run again, and like I said, I wanted it to be like a 3 to 4 hour stream instead of 4 to 5 or 6 hours, or like my streams have been lately, 7 hours. So, me thinks this is probably a good place to start wrapping up stream. But we can vibe to the music for a sec, because the menu music is great. Weep, weep, weep. Weep, weep. Goofy game. I love it. I love it. Let's see if there's anybody streaming that I could potentially raid over to. We'll figure it out. As always, I have a song for you in the stream and everything. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Wham, wham, wow. Wham, wham, wow. Maybe no stream tomorrow because my voice is gonna hurt. I don't want to do Ace Attorney. Maybe I'll figure something out that requires less talking or that I can just chill and ramble and not do like voices that are silly that will hurt my voice. If I figure something out, maybe a stream tomorrow. If I can't, maybe not. I don't know. There's never really a plan with me. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll figure something out. I want to get back to Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. That game's so good. Maybe a music test stream. It has been a long time since I did a music test stream. Maybe. I don't know. If the Buckshot Roulette update, the 4-player Buckshot Roulette update comes out, I might do a stream like that, and then I'll like allow chat to like hop in and like if you want, you can do. We can do like 4-player Buckshot Roulette or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I'll figure something out. Maybe if my voice is feeling good enough, I'll just no life Lorelei and the Laser Eyes and get to the very end, because that game is I'm so on the verge of major revelations, and I'm already having some of them, but I can't wait to see what the rest of the game does, you know, and where it goes. Ooh, over to the screen. Juice Galaxy. I gotta use more Juice Galaxy music on my streams as like the ambient chill music, like while I'm waiting, because it's just so good. It's so funny. It's so funny, silly, but it's so good. Well, 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 chat. Well, well, well. That'll wrap up my stream for today. Well, 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 well. Maybe we can redeem TTS for the dialogue. Yeah, we'll see. We'll figure it out. Whatever happened, take care, chat. Good night. Yes, take care, everybody. Have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. Maybe stuff tomorrow, maybe not. As always, I'm not a streamer. There is no schedule or plan for my stream. I am just doing whatever I enjoy. Let's see. What do I have for the end of stream? What do I have for the end of stream? The song for end of stream today. You know what? I really like it. You know what? We can do it. Aliens by Korinji. This is, guys, this song is gonna get DMCA'd, but it's really good. I like Korinji so much, and the lyrics are great, but you're not gonna be able to, you're gonna have to pull them up separately if you wanna know them, because they're not in English, but it's such, I love Korinji so much. They made Jikanga Nai, that's one of my favorite songs of all time, and it's got a great music video, but this song is about aliens, or are we the aliens? Ooh, but it's great. It's a nice little chill. It'll be a chill way to wrap up stream. Who all is there to raid? Shadow Legends. Guys, that game is... I don't hear very good things about that game. Let us see. Daniel Failboat is streaming. Jabronsky Michael. Altrive is streaming. Pixie is streaming. Mario Kart 8 track rankings. Fairy Latte. Ainumi. Molly Noodles. Etc. etc. There are many streams going on. God, I'm really tired all of a sudden. I think it's probably, I took a nap earlier today and then I drank caffeine to wake up, and I think the caffeine's wearing off and I'm back in like a sleepier mood. Anyway, here's Aliens 2018 Remaster by Kirinji. They're great. I'll figure out who all to raid or whatever. All that as the music plays, because it's a 6-minute song. It's a great song though. I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll raid, maybe I won't, but I'll probably raid. Take care, everybody. Rating is you know what? Like, here's the thing about rating. It's not just like getting to throw viewers at people. It's also like, it's free channel points for people, and you can just get my emotes for free with channel points. So it's like, you know, that's like my incentive to do it. Is like, I want to raid just because it gives people free points to be able to use emotes without having to pay. But anyway, take care, everybody. Goodbye, good night. Enjoy your night. I'll figure something out. Goodbye. Here's Kirinji.
dang it. Aw, 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 dang it.
Aw, dang it. Wait, the news is on. Let's see. Oh my god, a...